to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by my friend Ben J. Nissim. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good, Tom. How you doing today?
Phenomenal. Bunch of fucking matches that we got to talk about. Crazy matches. I'm also joined by some friends, man. We got Tyler Fellow, a.k.a. Felony, coming in. We got Methods, a.k.a. Zinni. We got Saints. So welcome.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show. How you doing? Welcome to the show, guys. How you guys doing? Everybody doing good? Everybody had a good day? What?
Doing great, doing great.
Fantastic day, CDO matches time.
You know,
Some real nail
Tom,
biters.
obviously just getting to work, right? We got the challengers open tomorrow. I'm excited to play in it, but I'm also watching these CDL matches, and it's a lot of FOMO. You know, I'm just sitting there watching, and just want to be competing, man. It's tough.
I feel you. Wait, Dashy's in the chat. He said, yo, Zen, it's time. Can somebody get Brucey the fucking info? Get this guy the info. Ben, does he follow you?
Yeah.
Probably not. Oh, he does? Okay, give him the info.
Oh, you're just assuming that people don't follow me?
Let's kick it right off with it. Listen, we're kicking it. I know Crimsix unfollow you. He had enough. But let's fucking kick it off, man.
This for gays is all good.
Let's kick it off with Clay's tweet, man. Everybody's spamming Clay's tweet, right? So let's just kick it off. So sick of everything recently. Not really sure where my head's at, and feeling lost for the last few months. Hope I can reset and gain back some confidence / motivation, or else I don't know what's gonna happen. Playing this last year online has really sucked all the fun out of it. Tough. Wow, I did not expect that. Just really down with my mental health, combination of being dropped, Tommy retiring, COVID, not seeing my friends / family, not having the outlets I normally do. Just a whole clusterfuck of things that I've really struggled with lately. Might need to take some time away.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I could speak to this. I mean, you and I know Clay pretty well. Like, you know, he was always someone who tried to take time away from the game to sort of clear his head so he can come back fresh with extra motivation with his team. And I really feel for him because it's really hard with COVID. It's really nowhere you can go on vacation. You're basically just stuck at home. I mean, we all have been in the same spot, getting cabin fever, dealing with the issues. So totally feel from him that he hasn't been able to sort of like get in that normal yearly routine where he can just sort of reset during periods of the year and come back fresh.
I mean, I want to say this because I saw a couple people in the chat say the same thing. Excuses. Get the fuck out of here. Guys, it is very difficult. You know, pro players don't get enough credit. They really don't. It takes a lot out of you to play at the highest level. It really does. You put a lot of time into the game. You sacrifice a social life, right? When you go out with friends and family and stuff like that.
Draining.
Very, very mentally draining. Very mentally draining. It's very hard to keep up with life, man. It's very hard. Obviously,
he's a pretty passionate individual too.
Very,
he's 27, turning 28 soon. I would imagine.
Very passionate, man.
To keep that level, and to be that person on your team for that many years definitely takes a lot out of you.
Hey,
for sure.
wake up.
I know, Ben. I know. I was just waiting for Tyler to stop talking. I don't want to just drag him mid-convo. We got Big Brucey in here, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Dashy. Welcome to the Flank.
Boys. Yeah, I mean, it's long overdue. So
It is, Bruce. It is, bro. I'm happy to have you on, bro. Well, we're just talking about Clay's tweet right now. What are your thoughts, bro? Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, like,
it's kind of sad, bro.
I definitely feel for him.
It's
like,
sad, dude.
Yeah.
I was just telling him, I mean, just to kind of get, now that Dashy's in here.
Because they had high expectations, obviously, coming into this tourney. So, like, obviously, like, to lose, like, the way they did is obviously, like.
I was just talking a little bit.
You had a little bit of time off last year. Do you think it helped you in a positive way?
Probably, yeah. Honestly, it probably did.
I mean, you lost some weight.
Like, yo, I mean, it's already like fucking starting to get shit.
Yeah, he's a little feisty today.
No, wait, no. I wasn't trying to be a dick. Like,
but
you actually got healthy. You started posting shirtless pics and
It was a
shit.
good compliment.
Damn, all right.
No, but it actually did help. Like, to be honest. Yeah.
I mean, I just want to go back to this because I was talking a little bit of just about the, you know, the pro gamer lifestyle, right? It's very mentally draining, guys.
Yeah, it's a cycle, bro. Sometimes
it is a cycle, and sometimes when you're going through these lows, it can be very tough to deal with. You know, when I was a pro gamer, just like from all the grinding, I didn't really see my friends. Sometimes I couldn't go to family stuff because I had a scrim or I had matches, right? So it's a hard lifestyle, and it's a 24/7, 7 days a week. You're always on the fucking grind. You get occasional breaks here or there, but it's just
it can be draining though, for sure. Very
draining, and you're always looking at a screen, and you know, playing COD at a high level is like takes a huge mental toll on you. Like COD is a mental game.
I mean, so game. To touch on this, a lot of players, happiness is sort of dictated on how they're doing. Like, you're competing at the highest level. It's pretty much been his life, my life, all of our lives for the past however many years. Yeah. So when you're winning, you feel on top of the world, and if you don't, there's something else wrong. And when you're losing, it just sort of amplifies
Yeah, it's even
all
worse.
the other negative feelings. And
Yeah, it's a lot of highs and a lot of lows.
especially with COVID, like I feel like mental health is probably one of those things that you don't really hear pros talk about, because to be quite honest, you can be seen, or I guess to speak about mental health issues can sort of make you look like a liability. And I think a lot of players are scared to, because if you don't struggle from mental health issues, you don't really understand what it feels like or how certain things affect you, right? Like sometimes gaming can be the outlet, and it's a tough topic to talk about because not everybody is super educated on it.
Yeah, it is a tough topic, and people just can't relate, so they just think that everybody's being soft or being pussies or being ungrateful.
Exactly,
but...
and it's just, I mean, listen, it can be an isolated lifestyle, even more so with COVID. Like, but like you can't go to a restaurant, right? You can't go to a bar. You can't see anybody for years. Like it's tough, and then to put the nail in the coffin, you have a team underperforming below their standards. So
Yep. 100%.
Obviously a whirlwind of emotions for Clay, right? Especially coming right off a loss. So I mean, listen, feel for him.
Let him
a lot
sleep
of
on
players
it.
or people struggling with it. You're not alone. It's been a tough time for a lot of people.
Yeah, let him sleep on it, and we'll see how he feels. But I mean, after a loss, it's just emotions are flying high. But we could talk about it later in the show. But let's get into the series, right? We got a lot of crazy matches today, and the first series was fucking nuts. Ben, I think we should go all the way back. We'll talk.
Wait, was that the
go all the way
Dallas
back.
series?
Yeah, the Dallas
that
series, bro.
was insane.
Bro,
Was that
I
maybe
don't
top
know.
5 series this year so
Oh,
far?
100%, without a doubt.
All right, for
I
sure.
mean,
Without a doubt.
I figured.
This could have been. I feel for Minnesota, and we'll get to what happens in the round 11 at the end of this, because I think it's super tough for Preston, at least from the tweet he sent. I think Minnesota, looking at these 5 maps, man, could have won the series 5-0.
Bro,
I think they're going to rue
100%,
how the control went down,
100%, bro.
how the S&D went down. They played great on the checkmate, and the Miami was unfortunate. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, these teams have. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Dude, they've played each other 3 times, and it's went 6-5 last map every single time.
That's actually pretty nuts.
That is
Wow,
nuts.
that's crazy.
Dude, I'm just mind blown at some of the shit I was seeing. The 0.1 in control with 0.1 seconds left.
Bro.
You have the fucking stick. He's sticking teammates fucking 5-5. You look at the clip and he's sticking fucking air. It doesn't even look like.
He probably threw the nade, and it does that shit where
like,
the person's behind you or ahead
it
of
was
you,
just
and like you
your
don't even
arm
stick
hits
him.
him or something.
It's,
I don't fucking know.
it's some bullshit.
It's just a lot of series of events, man. Like, and then just on top of that, every match is just so close. Like the maps are just so fucking close, bro. So this was a crazy series. I mean, we kick it off on Moscow Hardpoint, Ben.
Yeah, we'll kick on Moscow. Moscow Hardpoint. I want to say one thing though, just sort of before we get into it. Empire is now, I believe, 7-0. I was either round 11s or game 5s. I think it's round 11s. Like
That's pretty. That's tippable right there.
Insane ice out of them
for sure.
But like watching this first map, I actually didn't think Empire played this map particularly well. They got broken on a lot of these P3s. Minnesota just kind of worked the map from there. It was a really good showing from the first map from the boys over on Rocker, and showing a real big turnaround in their hardpoint game since they made the Sandy switch.
Yeah, bro. I don't know about you guys, but Minnesota's really been fucking impressing me, dude. Like they're a good team.
Nice, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
they're a good team.
Dude, I teamed with Eli all year last year. Like he has a really good pace as a sub player. He takes really good routes, and he's a lot smarter than what you would think for like your average 18-year-old, 19-year-old sub player that's coming into the league. Like he's definitely ready to be like he was definitely ready to come into the league onto a pro team. You know, like after seeing him play a few times, it's like no doubt.
He's a great player, bro. He had like 113 kills or some shit in the series today. Which is
he had
nuts.
Really good control as well.
He fried the whole series. I mean, he's just doing his thing. It's good. It's cool to see a lot of these young guys just coming and making a name for themselves, right? So it's always cool to see. But they just it's just crazy how much different they look, after just picking up one guy. We see it with so many teams.
Dude.
Yeah,
it's the pace. Yeah. Like when you have Preston running a second AR, he's like naturally gonna play a little bit quicker, and like he's just always gonna be in the mix with the subs. Like, and I'm sure him and Eli and Dylan, I'm sure those two just bounce off each other really well.
Yeah.
The team dynamic just probably feels a lot cleaner.
What's up, Ben?
To that note, Preston went double negative in this map, and they won by like 70 or 80 points.
Yeah, they won.
So it just speaks to their teamwork, and Preston's playing unselfish, and they're getting the trades, and they're doing the fundamentals, and it's not a question of them just outswinging by a lot and winning by a little. The slang's even, and they're making the right plays on the map. I think it's a great turnaround for Minnesota on that front.
100%. And like we said, bro, they won. I mean, Tyler, I know you're with the Dallas and everything. You guys should have lost this series.
Oh no. Listen, bro.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
I'm unbiased. So like, what I'll say about this series is like, Dallas traditionally probably going to be the better hardpoint team against Minnesota, but like you see Minnesota win both the hardpoints, and then you see the flip around where in the previous series Minnesota was winning 2 S&Ds, and this series Dallas wins 2 S&Ds. So
Yeah.
I feel like Dallas, they definitely have been working on S&D. So it's like, where they may have gotten a little bit better at S&D, you could probably see in the 2 hardpoints that they may have been fucking some things up that they normally wouldn't, right?
Yeah. You know what's weird to me is like I just feel like this Dallas team is not as dominant as they were last year. Why do you think that is?
So like I agree but disagree. So like because last year you got to remember at the beginning of the year, like dude, Shotzi started off really rough. Everyone was talking shit.
Yeah,
like
true.
It's just everyone remembers the most recent thing, and that's them winning. So everyone expects them to instantly come in at the same form. But the reality is, you guys know we play a new game every year. If you go in with the mentality, oh, I just won last game, I'm just gonna shit on everyone, you're gonna get smoked. Like you have to work for it again. And it's like you guys see how good FaZe is playing. It's like they play every day. They lost an Empire and Champs. They don't want that to happen again. So it's like other teams have more motivation as well.
Yep.
I will say one thing is sort of like we had made some takes about Dallas on the show in the past, and I went and like did a lot of research into Dallas, and like a lot of the perception of Dallas is sort of skewed to like a matchups they've had against a couple of teams. The FaZe series is one that probably sticks in everybody's head, and I think a lot of people, and we'll get to Toronto specifically, who have struggled in that matchup, but like they played well. Dallas has played well against a lot of the mid-tier teams in the league. I think they're just sort of not really like a talking point that's been used a lot, and I think also they've improved their S&D a lot in this stage. So I think real good progress is being made from Dallas for where they're at in stage 1. I think they got a little bit lucky in this series. They didn't end up losing it, but you take that luck where you can get it, and now they're going back in a winners finals rematch against FaZe.
I mean, sorry, I just got back, but Dallas isn't looking as dominant as you'd maybe assume coming off last year and some of like the beginning of this year. Like they seem to be a lot more on the playing field of other teams, or maybe it's a testament to how good Minnesota's playing, but I don't think Dallas has been just as dominant. Like
tomorrow will probably say a lot, Another matchup against FaZe, the first one in the first major, like to be honest, Atlanta just straight up looked like the better team. So, I think this is a good benchmark to see, kind of how they've progressed or regressed in certain areas.
I mean, while he's on the screen right now, this guy Shotzi's built different, bro.
Shotzi's nasty.
Yo, Bruce, this guy's fucking gross, bro.
Shotzi, I swear he doesn't get like enough gas, bro. Like people just look at his stats and stuff, but he does so much for that team.
Yeah,
like he
just
makes
look at how
so
he
many
plays.
of their plays.
Yeah,
Dude, like when
he
they
does
hit
so
when they
much
hit,
shit
like,
on
a
that team.
doorway,
He
dude,
does,
like
bro.
he slides across and is doing like the craziest shit, dude. Like he's fucking it up.
Sometimes
Like,
I just wish they would just
up.
stay on him for like 2.5, like dead ass, just watch him the whole time. Like he's
Like,
so fun to watch.
Like playing Dallas, like you realize, like Shotzi's probably like the best bait out of like any sub player I've ever played
He's
against.
so hard to kill.
Like he's so
hard to
exactly.
kill.
He makes their ARs like job way like easier.
Yeah, no, 100%. I
movements
mean,
can,
right
like, so
there.
crazy
Look at what
stuff.
he just hits that fucking slide out the door across the hill. It's shit like that.
Yeah, right.
It's shit like that, and
It's some
Lamar just
demon shit,
loses
dude.
full. Like Lamar's just probably sitting there like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like.
It's like, damn, man,
100%,
let's
dude.
rotate, bro.
Yeah, like it's just so annoying, bro. Like sometimes he's not even getting kills. It's just the way he's moving around the map, and it's just driving you fucking nuts. It's like
He's a good teammate to have 1,000,000%.
100%. And now you see him getting hyped and shit. This guy's bringing energy. This guy, I thought he was gonna butt this
I like
fucking
that side of
monitor.
him,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
A little demon side. And
Wait, was
Yeah.
it the S&D or was it the control? Yeah, it was after the S&D. He was
the
hyped.
S&D, because they brought
He was
it back in the surge. They were fucking
Yeah.
down. They were down in the S&D.
We'll hop to the search because it basically Minnesota closes out.
Yeah, they close it out.
down.
I mean, there's not much. It gets mixy as the series goes on. The first map, Minnesota was pretty much in full control most of the map, but this is where things got a little bit mixy here. Dallas obviously had S&D struggles coming into this, but Porter shows them some fucking movie apparently, and now all of a sudden they say they're good at S&D now, and they kept composure and they came back and won this one. What do you guys think went wrong for Minnesota that they couldn't close this out?
It was just 2 5-5s. Like they've been winning a lot of 5-5s. That's the
Not
thing
even
about the
not even
5-5s.
that, bro. They should have won the control. They trolled.
Dude, if
Oh,
you're
I thought
Minnesota,
I think 2, 3.
if you're Minnesota,
Bro,
you get 2 HVs in the
Bro,
series.
the
and
control there was
they gotta be
21
kicking
seconds
themselves.
left.
Yeah,
like,
bro, they'd have to be.
We'll get that,
I think
Nato.
Porter got a first blood from Mansion, which like should never happen because there's that little time on the clock. Like all Minnesota has to do is literally make them overextend to like be able to even kill you.
Mhm.
And Porter got a first blood, I think, on Lamar, like Tiki side or something, and that just opened up the map for Dallas. And then Minnesota had 2 guys pull steps, and they just got like team fire, like they just all challenging.
Well, Dallas just slid across, and like
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like whoever died Tiki side, like that was just like
Not a
feel
good
like that's the
death.
biggest death of the whole thing. Is
Oh yeah, no
because
doubt.
You guys talking about the control?
Yeah.
you literally with
Round
that little
four.
time
What's,
left, bro, all
uh,
you have to do is literally make them overextend. That's
Yeah,
it.
we'll get to the
We'll
control.
get to
We'll
the
get there.
control.
Let's talk about the S&D real quick.
Yeah.
Just fast forward it to when it was 3-5, Ben, and let's start
I
breaking
got
down
you.
some rounds because obviously Minnesota they go up. They're up 5-3. That's when you want to close it, right? Like you're up 5-3. You have a two round advantage. You have to close out one of those rounds. So I just don't know what kind of went wrong. I don't know if Dallas just kind of adapted to what they were doing or just kind of figured them out, or maybe they just flipped the switch. So I would just like to go back and see what the hell happened. Was it not 5-3?
I'm actually surprised that Dallas lost 2 hard points this series. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm surprised too. Minnesota won 2 HPs and didn't win the series because they're so good at 2-3-5.
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't make any
They
sense.
really. I mean, if you think about it, though, they should have won this map, and we'll see. We'll talk about what happens around
Or
11.
it was
They should
5-4,
have
not
run-
5-3. It was 5-4. My apologies.
I'll go. We'll watch this round play out, and then they obviously we talked about the third map, and then whatever happens in the fifth map. I mean, legitimately, Minnesota has a good case that they should have won all 5 maps in the series. Should have been 5-0.
Bro, even right here, this guy's he's jumping on the pole. He's
It's
fucking jumping on the
Switzerland.
building and shit. That's all over the place.
Trying
But
to hit some fadeaways.
yeah, right here, when you get the bomb down and you play this bedroom control, it's so hard. It's
a
so
wrap.
fucking hard. It's pretty much a wrap. I mean, you see teams choking it sometimes, but I think the key with that site, the fuck is so funny.
Flashbacks for Zinzi.
Sorry,
Listen,
It's all good.
you want to know? You want to get my honest opinion there? I think it's better to peep the bomb site from low, because if you peep up top, you get banged.
We'll
Get
talk about it during
wallbanged.
the phase series because there was a situation that happened where
Yeah,
they should
we
have
can
taken
talk about
away.
it.
pretty. Celium when he peaks top is good at not getting wall banged.
Except
He sits
for-
in a specific
Except today, he
spot.
got
Yeah.
wall
Except for
banged.
today, he got
Really?
wallbanged.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
didn't see it.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just, I feel like just from when I was playing too, I hated
it's
peeking up
sketch.
top.
It's
It's just
ve- yeah, it's
sketchy as
very
fuck
sketch.
because you just get
Yeah.
wall banged. But
yeah.
Especially
This
on
is
60
crazy.
hertz, you die quick. You
bro,
know,
this
you don't
is
really
crazy
get
right here.
They get
Standy gets
first
a
blood.
first blow with a stick, and then somehow Lamar dies from a nade. I don't know if he got stuck. Instantly becomes a 3v3 situation off the rib. Dallas decides to wrap the bomb back. They make noise B. They wrap it all the way back to A. Porter, he goes up the stairs. He finds another pick. Porter went huge this round. Porter picks up 2. I think he picks up another one too after this, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But they don't decide to plant the bomb here. They go into a 3v2 situation. They hold off on the bomb plant, and Shotzi picks a kill up on the flank. I like that they waited for somebody to bite.
I don't know. Do you think Minnesota should try to group up and hit something
I
together?
mean, they
here,
were
a little
fucked.
spread out?
They were fucked. I mean, once Porter gets that kill middle and they get numbers, I mean, at that point, Dallas is just waiting. They're just waiting for Minnesota to make a play because Minnesota knows that they can't let them get that bomb down. And they get another kill. 3v1, it's a wrap. Fucking over. Then we go into the 5-5. What the fuck happened here?
So I think, and we'll watch this round. I'm like really curious if this is just like a combination of Lamar makes a call out because there's a lot of action going down A, and then they hit this like B rotate, and then this craziest timing of all time happens with them giving up driveways. So like we'll watch how it plays out. There's quick trades. Dallas backs up. Round kind of slows down from here, right?
Yeah.
And I was watching this. I was like, okay, looks like Dallas is going to try and wait it out, see if they make a mistake. And we'll keep watching.
Dallas
But
played
Lamar
this interesting. The fact that they went all the way, they got the blood, right? Obviously, trades went down, 3v3 situation. They bring the bomb all the way back to their spawn, and they chill for a little bit. They chill in their spawn. Maybe they thought Minnesota was going to bite somewhere, but they end up taking the bomb. They're really slow playing here. They're just trying to pick up some info. Obviously, Lamar's over here. They get info that Lamar's here. They decide to wrap the bomb back over to B.
yeah. So I'm going to pause it here, Tom.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think this is kind of where what happens. Because I think Lamar sees a guy top bed, and they have a split-second decision here. They think the bomb's going in, and they start to rotate. And that's what opens up this timing. Like, if you see here, number 8 had driveway, and he gives it up right at this moment. No one is watching number 1 run up. And that's how he gets his weird timing, where he just runs into inner circle and just kills the guy on top statue.
So weird. You got to be
And
kicking
we'll go back
yourself.
and watch it again.
Because if you're Minnesota, it's like there's really no reason to give up driveway. Like like somebody has like you have number 7 looking at mid. Like you should just keep holding it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's just a good play. They're starting to make moves towards A. Lamar thinks he's about to get
it's
overpowered.
such a tough call because
He's
like
I mean, it's
they start
that's
tweaking.
just a good play from Dallas.
It's a good
It's a great play call.
It's not a misplay from Minnesota. Just simply an outplay from Dallas.
You don't think somebody from Minnesota should have kept holding this?
No, I mean,
Really?
Situation.
with that time left, Lamar thinks he's about to get overpowered A. He's calling for help A. They start shifting over. Just so happens that the millisecond he gives up driveway, someone comes
Definitely
around.
got to give credit to
driveway.
Dallas though, because that was a good fucking call.
Yeah.
That was a really good call. To double back like that, to go A, make noise, and then come right back to B, like that's a really, really good play call. I don't know who made that play call, but it definitely caught Minnesota off guard, and I don't know, I've never seen that shit. That was some next level shit. Good plays out of Dallas.
Yo, shots getting hype right there. Just got me turned.
Yeah, bro. When I looked at him, I tweeted it out instantly. I was like, this guy just got. I've never seen him like that. I thought he was gonna get up and punch the fuck out of his monitor. I said, Jesus Christ. I've never seen this guy like that. It's cool to see, honestly. Cool to see him get hyped like that. I've never seen it, but shout out
So
to Shots,
hopping
man.
over to the control, I don't think Minnesota win it here. I think they get like 2 ticks and then they get killed off. But they basically work enough kills here that it just sort of trades out. I'm gonna actually skip through most of this map. I want to go to the last 2 rounds because that's kind of when this map gets a little bit mixy, and I want us to kind of watch through sort of the end of how the 3rd round plays here.
Yeah. Just let it play
And
out.
I'm gonna go back up a bit because we need to get back to like, sort of the
And they
middle
were
of
up
this map.
2-0, bro. I forgot
Yeah,
about
they
that.
were. They were up
Jesus.
2-0. Bro, this series was nuts. This is probably my favorite series this year. No bullshit. This series was so fun to watch. It was just so back and forth, and all the maps are so close, and there was just so many chokes and clutches and just so much crazy shit going down. I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, no, it was nuts.
Team kills. Shotzi's trying to rush streaks out. He gets taken down. Even at this point, right? Like 30 seconds left.
Yeah, Dawson's
Bro,
got nothing. They don't got
this
top
guy.
bed. Minnesota's got money. Like it's a
It
good
was
setup.
almost like with so much time, with not that much time left, it literally looked like Minnesota gave up on the play.
And he made the play.
Like they thought it was done type of
Yeah,
thing?
like I think they thought it was done. Like Stanley looked like he just ran out and died when he could have just held through it.
I'm pretty sure Shotzi makes a play too, no bullshit.
Yeah, he does. Shotzi makes a fucking play.
Like he like stopped shooting at the guy water source to like contest a point. That's like so heads up.
Yeah.
So right here, this should be over. I mean, you
Bro,
got 2.
100% this should be over. Like, look at this,
That's
bro.
what
Look
I'm
at the
saying.
map.
Like,
Look at the map, bro.
Look, Stanley wins this. 10 seconds left. 4 dead on the kill feed. They're probably like, this shit is over.
Right
like,
here, I'm thinking, no. Lamar stays on the rock, which he should not do. Like he stays on the rock, gets picked, and then like all 3 of his teammates are mid map, so they're just like, you know what I mean? Like all Dallas has to do is like just team fire this pretty much, and boom.
Damn,
like,
bro,
Minnesota's
that
like,
was so sick.
like with that little time left, you just gotta play like a absolute cred. You know what I mean?
Go to
like,
top money. Go to
0.1
Tiki
second?
and finesse.
Like,
that was
fucking
so fucking
absurd,
sick, bro.
We'll go back and look. Like
This was so sick. Yo,
And they had a guy money
Bruce,
to
you're
middle.
right. Dashy's actually right. Shotzi gave up on the kid full
Such a heads
stairs.
up play. Like he could have
and-
went
and
for
fu-
another kill, but then realized like, yo, I gotta like.
I gotta
no one
hop
else
on
is
this
going for
shit.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, Preston gives up money. I guess he's just kind of hitting it with his teammates.
Yo,
Maybe
he's
if he'd rap
skirted.
back. Yeah.
Bro, good
That's
fucking
wild.
play. Good heads up play out of Shotzi, man. He was the one who got on the point with 0.1 to spare. Bro, then Lamar pops 2 here. I said, Baron. He fucking popped 2, and then Kyler obviously killed him. But that shit got crazy.
that was intense.
That was super
Shit, Lamar
intense.
did get 2.
Yeah, he got fucking 2 there. He made it a 1v1. Like if Lamar doesn't slide out and kind of like slow plays it and kills one, I wonder if he.
I think they would have. I think they would have capped it.
Yeah,
though,
it would
right?
have been very close because I mean when there's only one guy on the point, it goes up really slow. So if you slow play, maybe kill another one. I mean, you give yourself a better chance, right? Instead of just sliding out and getting traded.
Yeah.
But it was a good try, I guess. And then
And Dallas, go ahead.
no, you can go ahead. I mean, they just fucking. I was gonna say they fucking mopped them this last round.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas wins a break. At this point, momentum's like in their favor. They're just kind of slaying around basketball, and I think they win on kills, right? If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, 21-12, definitely. I mean,
And when I
near
was
left.
watching this, I was like, you guys play the game, right? There's a lot of players in here. You guys might know what I'm talking about, but I feel like Dallas hit that rhythm that I know they can hit. Like their comms must have been cracked as fuck. Like they were probably all
Yeah.
on point and just
You
like
went
calling
around
out.
like that, everyone's
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah,
it,
bro. Like everybody's feeling it. Their comms, they're calling out every little tiny thing. Like they're all cracked as hell. Like they go to everybody's screen and they're all just twisted out of their minds. Like they had to be feeling good, bro.
I mean, Minnesota's got hella good composure though, because think about it, they lost a map like this and then won the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, bro. That's a
Yeah,
hurt
it's-
piece.
Yeah, and so we go to checkmate hardpoint, and I think Tom, you and I at this point are watching this map together, and we're like, not really feeling Minnesota at this point. They had just kind of tossed that emotionally. Checkmate could be one of those like absolutely grueling maps, and this actually was a really interesting checkmate. I think at one point Minnesota went down right pretty significantly, and then came back on the 3rd rotation,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. It's like a
I
classic checkmate where like a team doesn't get P5 time, and then just go massive and play and hold P2.
Yeah, I mean, checkmate, we always see those maps. It's crazy, just the comebacks we see on it, because there's just so many chains. You got like the P4, P5, the P1, P2. There's just so many different chains, right, Bruce? Like you could just
P4,
come back.
P5, yeah, that's where you could
Deadly.
really like pull away from the game for sure.
Who the fuck was that, Matt?
What the hell?
That's Davis, bro. Getting
Oh,
absolutely
that was
twisted on
Davis?
Oh
his
man, man's getting twisted some 3v3 SMD, you know that,
Bro,
right?
I
He's
thought
on
that was
Rocket League or something, I don't
Matt.
know.
This guy's twisted out his mind.
Shout out Davis, bro.
Yeah,
That's my
shout
OG
out
right
Hitch,
there.
man, and Team Summertime, man. Everybody go show them some love, bro. But yeah, this map is crazy. I feel like we see a lot of crazy shit happening on Checkmate, always, and it comes down to the chains, honestly. And you're right, Ben. I gave this. I thought Dallas had this one in the bag.
Yeah, they all spawn here. I mean, people, I just think number 5's not really blocking anything, and so they all kind of group spawn here in the back. And we saw this, and you and I were like, bro, like, they've got the 4 dead, they've got front pushed out, like, this can get real mixy. And then Minnesota just kind of make this really interesting. And then, like I said, the struggle we see a lot with teams, whether on the P5 side, they have a really hard time breaking P1 back, and then Minnesota make it mixy in the P2 and close out.
Yep. Anything that caught you guys' eye when you were watching this map? Got a lot of
I'm
players in
trying to
here.
remember what happens at the end here. I forget.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Dylan fries. We were scrimming when this was like happening and stuff. But I'm pretty sure Dylan had a big map.
I was
Did it?
scrimming as
Yeah,
well.
Dylan had a tough couple of maps before this, and then he went absolutely off on this one, especially
Yeah,
at the
no,
end.
he did. I'm pretty sure he went the fuck off here. I mean, dude, Dylan's disgusting at this game. I was saying this.
Yeah.
In the
He's
beginning.
nice.
He's
He's
actually,
nice.
yeah, he's really good. He's really fucking good. It's his playstyle too. His playstyle.
I think that whole MN
fits.
team got so much better with Standy. Like not just like obviously Standy came in and like he's doing his thing, but like I think like literally all of them are like starting to play so much better too. Like
They're
individually.
just all more comfortable on the map, bro.
Yeah.
Like their pacing's way better. You can just tell.
Bro,
You can
same.
just tell, like,
It's the
they're-
same thing for 100 Thieves. Like the team changes is just the pacing. It just seems so much. Bro, they were all happy today, and I was like, look at these fucking guys all happy. Like, cause I'm on the, I want New York to win, right? And I'm like, look at them all
100
happy.
yeah,
Like, why
no,
the fuck are they
thieves-
happy?
The thieves are on a high right now. You can just tell by watching.
Yeah, they're
I
on a
just
high.
think
They're
this
on a
might be a
high.
little bit of a fire take, but I just think with like the level of skill that's now on like the CDL, right? Because all 12 teams have skilled players. I don't know if the like really methodical, structured systems are going to be the most consistent way to win. I think you need that free sort of playmaking in duos, just trying to play with intensity and speed is sort of going to be the more like consistent way to play and win.
I talk about this all the time, bro. We're in a new generation of COD. Like, there's obviously going to be some fundamentals to the game. There's always fundamentals, and there's always going to be certain, like, the right and wrong way to play COD. But
Yeah.
COD has gotten to a point now, especially with the movement system and all this stuff and the talent that there is. It's a lot comes down to situational play and how good you guys work.
100%.
It's gonna come down to teamwork, small talk, and situational play. That's just how COD is played these days. Like, it's just
Yep.
a new generation
Yeah,
of
I
the
feel
game.
like-
It's
I also
adapting.
feel like, especially like 4v4 COD, it's all about like how players players and their playstyles mesh like on the map, like while they're
Yeah.
playing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if the map can feel easy, like the map probably feels like way easier for all of Minnesota simply because of that one change and like Preston running an AR now. Like
Yeah.
everything probably just feels so much easier for them.
Yeah, you don't just build teams based off like talent and roles now. You build teams based off chem and what do you think is gonna work? That's why I think 100 Thieves is looking a lot better because you got Venom and Draza, and then now you got TJ that's picking up the pace a little bit. Now you got Kenny on the main AR, and Kenny's no slow player. So they're just all like firing on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? But this shit
Yeah,
was
they're
crazy.
playing really well right now.
Let's talk about this one. This
is
game
a
5.
wild. So I
Dallas,
skipped a couple
Minnesota,
of
yeah.
rounds in here. They traded a bunch of rounds. They got kind of mixy. It was actually a pretty good Miami watch. There wasn't a lot of mistakes being made. But the last couple of rounds of this S&D were actually like super nuts. Just plays being made by Collar, plays being made by Lamar, and then we'll get to round 11 and what happens there.
Yeah, no, 100%. This boat spot, bro. I swear, I'm fucking squinting on this map. I don't know about you guys, but I can't see shit, Bruce.
shit on this map.
Like, dude, this.
Holy shit.
It's literally like this boat spot is literally the most annoying thing. Like when people are playing this, you might as well just chalk them.
I feel like this map, like low key, like they should add like 30 seconds extra, or like some like MW2 shit, no bullshit. Like put
Make
like
it
2
more of a
minute round
time
time or
limit?
something. Yo, I'm telling you, every single round just goes down to like 18 seconds instead
No,
of 4v4.
they need like a night version of it, so it's at least like, day version of it.
Yeah, day version, yeah, like a daytime. That's what Haggy
But
was
like,
saying.
look, it's a 4v4 right now, and they're just getting to be. They're just setting up their hit. Like you have no time to like rap or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so predictable.
Yeah, you can't make plays. It's just too big of a. It's big. It's too big. Look at the size of that beach. Why don't they just cut that in half?
I mean, it's also like the mid-map area is just huge. So
yeah.
like you think of raid, for example, you can get from A to B in a reasonable amount of time. If you're trying to go from B to A on this map, first off, it's a death trap if you try going through mid, and second, it's just a fucking hike.
That was
It's
fucking crazy.
yeah,
That's
literally.
a little off Preston.
That was
The
so
culture.
crazy right there when he shot the dead body. I would have lost the hella dead bodies on the bomb and shit. But I agree, Zen. I think a daytime map would be pretty cool. I think it'd be cool. If they just need to cut some things in half. They need to break it down.
The damn beach, no bullshit.
The beach
Yeah,
is quite
bro.
big.
The beach is shit. Honestly, the map is it doesn't play out that bad, but it can play out a lot better with some changes. Cut down some things, like make it as small as possible, and then maybe fucking add a sun.
Bring
Put
back
the sun in
Meltdown.
there.
Yo, right?
Like add the
You
fucking
play,
sun,
2
dude.
p.m.
Yeah, Meltdown would be good, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. See, what are you gonna do?
We talked about it a couple times on the show. We'd love to see, like, if we get some classic S&D maps in here, and maybe this map goes like at a meltdown or a standoff, might be a better replacement. Like, we've had some good matches on Miami, but I agree that sometimes this map can be kind of boring to watch with sort of the speed issue
Yo,
and
we
pacing
should
issue.
just allow one sniper on this map. That'll make things more interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually down for that.
We'll start seeing, of course you are. We'll
We're
start
all
seeing
watching
some
Bruce and
fucking duels
World
and
Star.
shit. Like
Yeah, I
imagine
got
some
that
like
shit.
1v1 duels, like mid map and shit, like 1v1 sniper duels and shit. That'd be
Dude,
nuts.
sniping
Bruce is
in
like,
this
"All
game
right,
would
bro,
be
I
so
got
fun.
mid, I got beach. You guys just gotta worry about the other side."
Just G sliding out the window and stuff.
I
Nah,
mean,
but for real, though, like sniping in S&D, like it made it so fun to watch, especially at like tournaments.
Oh,
like
yeah,
seeing like
dude.
somebody get like a big 2-piece, like
Yeah.
especially on
100%.
land with like a crowd.
100%. I mean, now that we got you in the call, I mean, you gotta be fucking fiending for a snipe because you love running that shit.
I
You
mean,
know what
it
I'm saying?
obviously it made sense, like the GA for it. Like
Yeah, I
I'm not like
understand it.
oblivious to the fact that it was kind of OP, but like
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe something with like only one attachment on it or something, but like just the whole thing, I don't know. That was kind of like
Yeah.
I feel like too much.
Oh,
I feel like as a
100%.
spectator too, like, cause when I used to watch like MLG back in the day, and I used to see like Nate shot snipe and stuff like that, like that shit was like
Hype.
so dope. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe one day. Maybe we go to. I know smokes are. Maybe we just need to bring in a smoke or something. I don't know, bro. People just think sniping's too easy, but you could do it too. If you got one sniper on the map, then the other team can have a sniper on the
Nah,
map.
but
so
it's the attachments that make it like the flinch resistance stuff like that. If you just take that
Yeah.
off and then
Yeah,
only
yeah.
have like some like aim down sights, I don't know, something
Yeah.
like that.
I don't know.
Hookah's massive in this round. He
this
gets
guy
two.
is fucking cracked.
It was like a really mixy round, a lot of trades. Lamar gets left, and it's a big offense for Dallas. And then Minnesota actually reply here, I think, in win this round, if I remember correctly. And they just keep trading around. Just a really well played Miami. I feel like recently, a lot of the Miamis we've watched have been kind of not that entertaining. This one definitely had a little bit for everyone.
Yeah. Dude, I'm surprised we don't see people running frags in S&D. Imagine cooking a fucking frag and just throwing it. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, how much full would you lose if you were on that boat and a frag blew up in your face?
I would lose composure.
Dude, I would lose composure too. Like, that shit would be comedy. I'm surprised we haven't
Get
seen
double
it.
frag, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, you have frag
Bows
spots.
would be
Like,
chucking those bitches over
yeah,
buildings,
like,
bro.
imagine you have, you know how people, like, line up frag spots and shit? Like, people could probably fucking line up something for that boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, things would be a lot different. I don't know. Somebody whip out some frag grenades and see what you can do. And then, obviously, Dallas, they go up 5-3. Minnesota, they bring this one back. That's why I got confused with the S&Ds. They were fucking, Dallas was up 5-3. Minnesota bring it back. This shit got mixy, bro. This shit got really mixy real fast. Dallas, again, they take their time on offense, bro. They really take their time. Porter, Krim, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over here. You panicked here. You put some shots down into Dylan. Then you jump in the window like you're fucking Superman, and you don't even get a shot off.
You got beat by Lamar.
You
You
don't
can
even
see
get
it.
a fucking shot off.
That boy Porter was licking walls right there. I don't know what he was
Man,
doing.
this guy was licking fucking walls. I don't know. I was so confused. Porter was supposed to join the show today too, and he just like never answered me. I don't know. He's probably at the
Once
fucking
again,
gun
probably at
range.
the gun range. I was about to say.
He's at the
Probably
gun
Shooting
eating,
range.
off some
probably
lead.
eating right now.
What are you gonna do? Let's get an L6 in the chat, man. But don't tweet him L6, because last time you guys did that, apparently he blocked 20 of you guys.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like
Holy
he
shit.
actually lost full and started blocking
There's
people.
something wrong with him.
Bro. He came into my chat. All my whole chat's in just start coming in. They're like, I got blocked. Everybody was just saying they got blocked. I
Well,
was
I'm
like,
telling you,
damn. He
I'm
blocked
telling
all
you,
you
that
guys.
guy's sick in the fucking head. He is.
He's
He's a
fucking,
sick bastard. He's a sick bastard.
He's
that guy.
fucking comedy though. I fucking
We
love that
watched-
guy.
We went to the movies when I was on Optic. We saw the most recent Mission Impossible with
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, yeah.
We walked out. That's the best movie I've ever seen. I said, what?
It was a banger movie, though. To be
said
fair.
that shit was awful, son.
Wait, I went
Well,
to the
you didn't
movie.
like the most. Hold on.
No,
You didn't
it
like
was
the most.
alright.
I
No,
was about
it
to
was
say, I got the
alright,
rest
but-
he's in.
Bro, I
Best
went to
movie
the
of all time.
I went to the
Yeah, that's
movies
the one
with
that count.
Porter. I went to the movies with wait, this is fucking hilarious. I went to the
I'm
movies
sorry.
with Porter when I filled in for them at whatever the fucking
Oh,
league.
yeah, I
Bruce,
remember
when
you asking the story.
yeah, Dashy, when you fucking couldn't fly in, I gotta come fill in. This guy was walking up the stairs with a large popcorn and a soda, and he just ate shit, and the popcorn flew everywhere. And he dropped his soda, and he was just laying on the floor with popcorn everywhere.
Did that the AMC in Easton?
Bro,
Dude, if I saw that, I would've been in fucking tears
I
if
don't
I
think
saw
I
that,
ever
bro.
laughed so hard, bro. No bullshit. I think I
would have been
picture.
crying if I saw
Let's
that.
see if
bro.
I can. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I have the picture. I can find it. But it
Alright,
was
so
absolutely.
like now that we're coming out of this 5-5, bro. Like I'm not sure if you guys saw Priestess tweet. Everyone in the chat. They actually got so unfortunate. That's
what
actually an
happened
issue that needs to be fixed. Like, bro, Priesta literally threw a nade. Like, he was like nade checking the corner on bomb.
Wait, that wasn't an issue that had to be fixed. That was just an unfortunate
occurrence.
Bro,
if
his
you watch
teammate
it,
ran right in front of the grenade.
But if you watch it from Priesta's like point of view, though, like it literally looks like there was no one in front of him.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So we'll watch in real time, and then we'll go back and
Nah,
watch
it's pretty fugazi, and it's a bunch of fucking fugazi.
Yeah, look at his video. His video
Tom,
is like absurd on
Tom, you should
Twitter.
probably show it on stream so people
I
can see.
am. I'm gonna pull it up.
We'll watch it right now, and then we'll play his tweets so you guys can kind of see the difference here.
Yeah, 100%.
But I mean, dude, it's so tough when this happens around 11, man. I mean, there were 2 nades there, by the way. It wasn't just Preston's nade. You see, there's another nade that lands under Van.
And
So
you
it's cool
killed
they were trying to set
Dylan,
up.
too, like the iciest player, like shit.
Yeah, bro, you killed the main guy, dude.
The Iceman, bro.
The icy.
Bullshit. I mean,
You
Lamar,
need
I
Dylan in the
was Stanley
clutch.
won that fight, bro. I couldn't believe Stanley won that fight.
yeah.
That was a big fight.
Crazy.
That
But
was
this
a big
point's over.
fight.
Tom, do you want to pull up Preston's tweet?
Yep, so I got
the
it
folks
right
at home
over
can
here.
see?
This is Preston's tweet, so all you guys can take a look. But Preston, he stuck the fucking air. There's an imaginary ghost.
Someone said it's just a theater bug. So maybe.
Nah, it's not. Trust.
Oh my god, that's so unfortunate,
Bro, this has happened to me in a game. Like
that's so unfortunate.
and, like
if,
on
if you had a
stream.
frag right there, like that's not happening. You know.
All I know is if I'm attached, I'd switch to music press and react to that.
Maybe
fucking game,
Tommy's up to something. Tommy's like onto something with the frag.
I
Look
mean,
at this.
Preston's trying to need that like.
Bro,
dark
there's
side.
literally
It's a
like
dark play.
there's literally nobody on Preston's
yeah,
screen.
what are you supposed to do
This is
about
also
that?
the first COD where don't you throw nades with your right hand in this game, like or left hand? I feel like that's like the first COD.
James Harden is here. What? I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like you throw nades with your left hand in this game, and Suns.
Like, look at this. He's literally like, how does this work? Like, he's throwing with his left hand. Dylan's over here. You see his fucking head. How the hell is this stick? Like, how is this working? Like, I don't understand this.
I don't know. It's almost like he threw it with his right hand, but you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
This is fucking weird to me, bro. But put a frag on. I'm telling you guys, put a fucking frag on. I think frags would be lit. I used to use frags in MW, and Donnie used to lose fucking full. He's like, why are you running frag? I'm like, bro, I'm banking them off walls and shit. Like, these things are elite. He's like, throw that shit away, bro. You know how Donnie is, like, losing fucking full. But I don't know. Unlucky, Preston.
But yeah, some tall from Minnesota. I think probably one of the unluckiest series these guys will play in a long time.
Crim, yeah. Crim, if you watch the reactions after they fucking won, bro, Crim just started laughing because they team knitted, bro. It was actually fucked up.
I mean, it's entirely one of the more tragic things we've seen in COD. But to kind of put a sum on this series, Dallas now, and we'll get to the face series after this. We're gonna get that rematch, and for Minnesota, Dashy, you guys are gonna score up with them, and that should be an interesting matchup tomorrow.
Yo, watch that shots interview. That shit's coming.
Oh wait,
Bro,
wait.
we gotta watch that.
Pull up the shots interview.
We'll pull up the shots interview.
I don't know what happened. I guess Shotzi
shit,
couldn't
bro.
hear Jess, but just his face was just fucking comedy. Like,
Yeah, I think they had a problem with the feeds, and they couldn't hear each other. So
Oh shit, bro. That shit was
bro,
so comedy.
he
bro.
was just so focused. Like,
Yo, I
he-
thought,
yeah,
I
you're just,
thought he
you're
was
just waiting
so.
for
Yo,
the
I thought he
question
was.
to come.
Yo, I actually
and you
thought he
just
was
can't
so
hear it.
turned, bro. You just.
oh, he
not
was
hearing shit, bro.
turned. He was fucking turned.
I thought he
bro.
was so turned, like he couldn't hear anything, bro.
Wait, we gotta put the volume up too during this, cause Jess goes, "Are you there, buddy?"
We're still
Wait, hold on.
just taking an
Yo, hold
extra
on. I'll be right
moment.
back in like 20. I gotta go eat.
You're good, bro.
All right,
Do your
we'll do the
thing.
face series while you're gone.
Yeah.
But Shotzi, what a game. You really kept us on our toes. I have
No,
to
this is the
talk to you
This is
second
the
one.
second one, Ben. You gotta find the first one where they fucked it up.
Is the second one?
Before the.
I got it, Ben. I got it.
Yeah,
Here, right
shit.
here, right here.
Dude, it would have been funnier if like Jess ended the interview and she was like, "All right, well, guys, that was Shotzi. That was incredible insight. Always speaking words of wisdom."
Wow.
Here, hold
What a
on. Here it
game,
is. Here it
man.
is.
You really kept us on our toes. Can you talk to me first off about that control and particularly that round 4, that one where it really came down to the wire? What was going through your head during that time?
I feel for Jess, man.
Yo, then they zoom in, and then they zoom in, right? All this fucking.
Wait, watch.
Shotzi, can you hear me, buddy? He might have accidentally muted the interview. Shotzi, do you read me? Can you hear me?
I feel for Jess, man.
Yeah, Jess. I feel so bad
Nope,
for
I am
Jess.
not
Why,
getting a
Jess?
reaction out of Shotzi, so
Yo, that was.
So sometimes it happens with the
Well,
SRT.
No, to be fair
They're
though,
pretty good
we
about it.
will go ahead and take a break. Try
I
again
want to
later,
give Jess
but
some credit. She did a great job. Jess did a
it's
great
tough
job.
spot.
She was in a very tough spot. Yeah, guys could say cringe whatever you want, but Jess was in a very tough spot there. I would have been like, I would have been up there like, Mano, where the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what do you want Jess to do? What do you want Jess to do, man? Like she got that's a West in the chat. That's
She's
a West.
a good woman. She's a good woman. Man.
So moving on to the next series. I don't know what else there's to say about this matchup. I mean, we've seen this now 3 times.
Wait, Damon just poked me and said, "Can you hear me, buddy?" Or is that?
You're being trolled by
Am I
Damon.
being
There's no way
trolled?
it's Damon.
I don't know, because Damon joins in here sometimes. It's probably MC, bro, changing his name, bro. I don't know. I can't take Cell seriously when it, bro.
It's got to be MC, bro.
It's got to be. It's a fucking. It's not Damon, bro. He's not in this team speak. I got a big old fucking troll from fucking selling him or some shit, dude.
Good old MC troll. Anyway, moving to the face series. So speaking of MC and him dropping donuts S&D.
Oh shit!
So we had this again, and this series went the exact same way it went the first time they played this year, which Toronto won the raid S&D, and they got fried on the other respawns. The record now between these two teams in respawns in terms of kills is hilarious. I had Easy Mac pull up some data. I could read it off, but the sum total of it, because I really don't want to go into it, the kills are mega lopsided. We're talking like 100+ kill difference across 3 series. It's just been a really tough matchup for Toronto. And for FaZe, I mean, we'll watch map 1, but I mean, it was... this map was a tough watch, man.
Yeah, no, and I can confirm that it was actually Damon. He's just in the other team speak. But
okay,
yeah,
you got plugged in the other team speak. Okay.
Yeah, this game was interesting. FaZe came out and they fucking let's be honest, man. They took out their dick and they put it on their forehead. No.
Listen, I mean, Moscow Hardpoint's one of their better maps, and
nah, this is bad.
They do a good job of rotating and holding the P2s and P3s, but yeah, I agree. This map got ugly pretty early on in the first rotation.
Nato.
Yep.
When you watch this FaZe team, what is it about these guys?
They probably have 4 of like the most talented players in the league, and on top of that, I think with Alec they add like a IGL, and like that probably like keeps them like, you know what I mean, from like making boneheaded plays and stuff, and their teamwork is like on point. You can just tell, bro. Like they're bait and switching on their breaks, like their setups, everything.
There was actually a listening with Toronto that I want to listen into, Ben, because we were out.
It's right after this hill.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you what's going on. Simp and Abizi are freaks. Abizi was challenging everything.
Oh, Abizi had a fucking.
This guy
when they're playing
all the time.
When they're playing with that confidence, like. It doesn't matter what power spot you're in. It doesn't matter your setup. They're just fucking taking you out of it. It's like, like we talked about it last year. It's like FaZe were so good at breaking hills, and it's like, bro, when they're playing with confidence and they have certain players on like Abizi who are that impactful, it's just like, what can you actually do? Like, how can you counter it?
It also just makes everyone else's job like. Because they're all like really individually good, so it makes like everyone else's jobs like way easier. Like people haven't really talked about Cell enough either. Like Cell's been playing really well this stage.
He's been playing
really well this stage. Like him and Abizi, I've been playing like exceptionally well.
MC I believe has the highest KD out of I think everybody in the league, and definitely all the ARs. But Tom, I know anyone listen to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen in because I don't know what it is with these listenings, but every time they go into a listening in, obviously these guys they sound like shit. So let's go on the golden board.
Are you good, Tom?
Yeah, you're good. Play.
They're gonna push out. I might touch it. I'll help you. I'll bring this back. I will help him. Sim one shot. Fuck. Where's Cell? Cell was there as well. There was 2 on.
He's how to.
I spawned. Yeah, I spawned out. 2, 3 globe.
Got one.
Yeah, Cell.
I can't manage.
I think his comms are fine.
What's going on me?
You do?
I don't know about that. There's just no energy in these comms.
I'll pinch.
I mean,
they're down 160 to 23.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's discuss something. You don't need people streaming, getting hype, or
you don't. But there's no small talk.
It also helps.
I mean,
there's not single small talk at all.
I disagree. I'm hearing people ask where Celium, good nice. I got this. I got like what. What do you want to hear that you're not hearing?
They're not setting up anything.
I'm not biased.
No, I know they're just not setting up anything. There's nothing. They're just running at people and dying and say, I spawned out. We can bring this back. Let's do that.
I kind of see where both of you are coming from. But if you ever if you ever go into like a listening with FaZe or Empire, like they actually like they're small talk. They're like consistently small talking throughout like the whole map, like whether it's on their breaks, their holds, like everything. Like
they should be calling out like hold street, fucking crossfire with me here. Dude, they're not talking within each other. They're just calling out. Like they're just calling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying they're the best comms in the world, but they're certainly not even close to the level
To be fair, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because every time they go into a listening with Toronto, they're getting smoked versus FaZe.
Well, the thing is, they're also down 170.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So to be fair, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt because they are getting fucking horked and they're playing the best team in the game.
I gotta ask like how Toronto plays this map because I can go back and play the first P2 and they consistently kept trying to break this hill by 4-hitting street and just consistently did not work. And I'm a little confused why they're not trying to push middle or just trying to hit from both street and middle. To try and like spread the other team out. Like,
Ben, at this point, it's fucking chalk. They're down by 150 fucking points. This shit's over.
P2, Tom. No, I know, but on the first P2, they did the exact same thing, and that's how FaZe brought that lead. It was the easiest crossfire of all time for Simp and BZ.
No, bro, BZ was actually pissing today.
He was. This guy was fucking horking.
Guy was playing like Monta Ellis, bro. He just take shots everywhere.
And also, I like the Toronto guys. I think they're a great team too. Like they played really well, obviously yesterday. And they're obviously a really good team. Simp with a heads up play here.
They also played well today.
You think they played well today?
I think they played great in the search and destroy. The control
I think
and
FaZe played like absolute idiots in that surge.
Let's watch this.
Hold on. Checkmate. Toronto goes up 105-6, and FaZe win by 40 points, 30 points. So that was a super close game.
Yeah, well, they're not bad by any means. They're not a bad team. They're a very good team.
All I'm saying is Toronto didn't play awful. Like it was a competitive series besides obviously the first map.
But here's my thing with Toronto is if you look
I'll agree with you there.
If you look at their map holes they got 2 of their 3 best maps. Like they're really good at this Raid S&D map.
Of course.
They do a really good job, especially with their B aggression on both sides, offense and defense, and I think that's what kind of
hold on, real quick. Can I kind of say something? In what world am I biased? Why would I be gassing a team that benched me? What do I have to gain from gassing something that I don't believe in?
I don't know, bro. Who gives a fuck? You're not biased. You always give your opinions. Whether I've heard you say bad things about Toronto, so I just give your honest opinions. I feel like you always do.
All I'm saying is, it's like. I feel like you play a respawn versus FaZe, you're almost bound to get blown out.
This was nuts. This fucking ace was nuts. This guy's running around the map. Bro, he's challenging because he doesn't give a fuck. And that's the problem that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
What's the term? Double-edged sword? Is that the fucking term?
Yeah. It's a Zoomaa remix, bro.
Kind of, yeah. You live and die by this gameplay. Because the BZ, he's going fucking nuts, and it was kind of hurting them. Like obviously it helps them when he's winning his ones, but sometimes he's going fucking super rogue.
That's the thing with his gameplay. It's just like
he'll score up with anyone from any distance.
Yeah, that's the thing. Usually he's on point, so it's not really negative, and on the off chance he is not playing great or not fucking getting his kills, it's punishing for them. But for the most part, he's pretty consistent in his play style, which is crazy to think how consistent he is with the way he plays. It's like it's unseen before. It's insane.
Yeah, no, bro, he's so fun to watch. I mean, the whole FaZe team is fun to watch, to be honest. But I do want to give credit to Toronto because they came out and tying up that S&D and coming out and tying it up here and bringing it 1-1 against a team like FaZe is huge. Because if you go down 0-2 against a team like FaZe, like fuck it, chalk it, right? So Toronto made it a series.
I'm gonna skip through this map, guys, because we have a lot to talk about today. But I mean. I will say, like, for Toronto, like, sort of my biggest takeaway right now with sort of their map pool. They're really good at this map. Yeah, watch this round.
This is the round where Tyler my rogue.
They're really good at checkmate, but they need to get a little bit better at some of the other maps in the pool, because it puts them in a real disadvantage when they play against FaZe. They don't really have a lot of options on how to push that map set. And
he's crazy.
It doesn't give them a lot of upside in the series.
He's crazy.
He's squaring up with the guy in basketball.
I know, he squared up with a guy all the way across the map with a 74U. It's pretty impressive. He needed a heat check. He needed a fucking heat check. He did. He definitely needed one of those because he was going wild. And then I'm pretty sure Toronto just like didn't they steamrolled FaZe through this map.
Yeah, I think they won. I think they didn't lose a round of this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
We'll skip through at this point.
I mean they steamrolled them. I mean Toronto was just outplaying them honestly. And Celium had an off map. Obviously Cell doesn't have a lot of maps like that. So when he has an off map and sometimes BZ's the double-edged sword that we were talking about, it just wasn't clicking. But you got to give props to Toronto because they looked really good in this S&D and they were firing on all 4 cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Zin, anything that caught your eyes in watching this back? Hello, what is this guy eating? Taking a fucking shit again?
Nah, he said he was gonna order froyo again, Tom.
No fucking way. Guys, can we get a Lenny in the chat? This is the 4th episode. He's dipped out of here to go order froyo, and then he comes back munching in the mic.
What are you gonna do? The kid's a fat ass.
He's fucking, this guy's always eating fucking froyo. Not
hey, I was getting my flatbread out of the oven.
Flatbread again!
We can't be fat shaming
You're
people,
always
fucking.
It's always a fucking. They're friends, Ben. What the fuck?
I know, but sometimes people are watching. I'm just trying to give a warning, man. Chill.
What are you saying?
Zinni, he's looking out for you because Nato called you fat.
I'm huge.
Wait, Sim just said in the chat, torching scrims because he's eating.
Bro, Zin used to torch scrims because of eating, fucking taking shits.
The guy's got a shit, man. You know
whatever the hell he was doing. Zin, this is how much flatbread you be making during the week? Because you be making flatbread every day.
Flatbread's head though.
This is I'm not even kidding. Actually, a wild coincidence. It's like I only eat it when I'm on the show.
Well, the show is every day, Zin. That's
no,
the
but
problem.
It's been like a week since I had one. No bullshit.
This was the round, by the way, where MC gets blooded. We were talking about this earlier. Like this setup, you should never lose this 4v4 in this situation, right?
Yeah.
So
this is what I'm talking about with this guy top bedroom. Like, Celium's obviously trying to get eyes on Bomb, but the minute obviously all eyes are on him. Like they're definitely pre-aiming top bed, and he just gets wall banged, and at that point they're screwed. Like,
the guy's bottom should be responsible for checking Bomb.
That's what I'm saying. Like the guy bottom should check Bomb, and then the guy top should just finesse and just kind of wait for moves to be made. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he gets picked, and then Toronto end up. It was just a good retake from Toronto.
Went the next 2 rounds, I believe.
They fried through him. Yeah, they didn't lose a round after FaZe got 2 rounds. That's it. They never won a round.
There's
since.
another round here too. Tyler gets 2 kills, and then he's just trying to chow for the third. It's like he just needs to chill a little bit sometimes. It's like you get 2 kills, great. Just play with your team, man, and get your trades. He's just sometimes trying to do a little bit too much on the map in S&D, and that's where FaZe gets in trouble in all their losses. If you watch, at least this year, the loss they had twice against Toronto, and I forget what's the other S&D loss they had. The other 2, I think. I think they lost 4 times, right? One to twice to LAG, right? It's 2 to LAG and then 2 to Toronto.
Yeah.
I think it's a 5th loss in there as well. Yeah. It's just you just got to be careful with the ego chows. It was a huge problem for them last year in the 5v5 game, and this year they've been kind of working around it a little bit, playing around him a little bit more. Mm-hmm. That's enabling him to get those bloods, and then he gets traded, and they just kind of win the trades.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree with you though that Abizi needs to slow down sometimes. I mean, it's hard to get that guy on a leash because he's an absolute fucking beast, bro. I mean, sometimes you don't even want him to slow down because he's just like he's so fucking talented that he's winning his ones more than half the time anyway. So you want him to just keep the fucking pedal down. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, he was getting picked out. FaZe, they were a little sloppy with S&D, but we go into the control, Ben.
I'm gonna skip through most of this control, man. Like this map was just like in the last time these 2 teams played raid control, man. This is a really tough watch. FaZe are just so good at working B on this map. They're so good at pushing out on defense and just setting up spawn kills. Toronto just was never really in a comfortable position in this map whatsoever, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is one of FaZe's better maps. They do a really good job of just getting kills and making use of their kills because they're just so quick on the map. Where a lot of teams sometimes they get kills and they don't do anything with them. It seems like they just lost on the map. But Saints, what do you think? You watch this map at all or no?
Yeah, I mean FaZe pretty much. I feel like this. Wait, they won this map 3-0, correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they smoked them. Did they not, Ben?
Yeah, they win this offense and then close out.
I was screaming, watching a little bit, but they just pretty much like
people roasting me in chat, guys, for skipping. We have to cover 4 games. We could sit here and watch all of these series, and we'd be here for 7 hours.
What do you guys want, a fucking 5-hour show? I mean, they probably do, honestly, but
I'm trying to skip through to the most important parts of the map so we can have a full conversation. We'll try and play a full match when we can, guys, but we also don't want people that are watching back this. They have to listen to a 3.5-hour show.
Ben's been doing a great job.
Yeah.
I roasted Ben a few
days. Reasoning for it.
I roasted Ben the one day when we had 2 series of cover. This guy was skipping back and forth. I was getting a fucking headache. But he's doing his thing. Ben's been doing his thing, man. I would control it, but
can we go back and watch the sequence? This is why, dude, Simp is gross. He gets literally all these kills, dude.
This is what I wanted to talk about. Go back to where he gets. Go back. So right here. Gets the one guy in his spawn, right? This is what Simp does. Like, this is just what he does. Like, watch this shit. He gets the one guy in the spawn causing trouble, right? There's a guy bedroom. All right. Have a good day. Okay? He takes him out. Yeah, now you go, okay, you get the one guy in your spawn, you get the one guy plays the baron. Where's the next guy gonna be? He's gonna be fucking mid-map. They take care of him, he pings his streak. He pushes up. He said, you know what? There's a guy in the... He slides out. He baits his
Good thing
teammate.
out of
Money,
him.
Egglets, have a good day. Takes him out, right? Then he pushes up at the basketball. He plays his life, and he's a nuisance. Now he's in basketball. He's spawning them all back laundry. Now his teammates know that the only thing they can be coming from is money in middle stairs. Because Simp, he has everything else. He just completely locks down this point. Like, bro, this guy is ridiculous, bro.
No, he just lucky. See, me, if I do that same exact route and I killed a guy money window, or I try to, there's a guy money window, a guy L, a guy pinching water steps, a guy basketball, all foreignating me, stunning me, fucking calming me. He just lucky.
I disagree. I think he's just very talented. I think he's I think he's super talented. And he does this shit consistently. Like, he just consistently does shit like this. It's actually crazy to watch, bro. It's fucking nuts. I think he's been one of the best, like the last 3 years. He's been like the best player. No bullshit.
I mean, it's not even up for debate. I was obviously making a joke, but I mean, yeah, he's in my opinion the best player in the game for the past 3 years.
Yeah, I agree. He's fucking, I don't know, bro. I love watching him play. Really
I'm
fun to watch.
gonna skip through this round, guys, because this is just a blowout. This round, do you see the kills? 23-13.
Why is Ben skipping? Let's get a light in the chat. Why is he skipping through this?
I mean, call it. Skip over the
It's
next map.
21-8. Toronto can bring this back.
Yeah. So much for that. I'm skipping. So we'll go to the checkmate,
Let's
which
listen
was.
in. Let's listen in with face.
Let me go back to the beginning. I kind of want to watch first couple hills of this because, this is a common trend now that's happening with checkmate guys. Like, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier in the show. Like, a team changed P1 and P2, then the next team changed P3. And a little bit of P4, and then they get flipped and put in the spawn trap.
Yep.
And then the other team gets P4, P5. This is becoming like very much now like a map of runs, Tom.
Yeah, I like how FaZe plays it though. When you watch it, it gets really mixy.
And they get flipped instantly, by the way, here, Tom. So
it gets really mixy, and this map got scary for FaZe. I thought this was going to a game 5 for a second. It definitely gets really mixy, and this map is just scary in general because it's so back and forth. When things look really good for one team, a minute later, it doesn't. It goes back and forth because of the chains that Ben was just talking about, the different chains they can get on the hills. This was a fun map to watch. It was a really fun map to watch.
FaZe lose a break. Let's see. How did they get flipped out of P2 here? They push up.
FaZe lose the break, and that's another thing. The break off on this map is huge. The break off is
One guy spawns
really
out. They're just losing gunfights.
Yeah, they're losing fights. I mean, Toronto, as soon as they get the kills, they make use of their kills and they push up and they flip it out right away. So
Go play the cam.
Yeah, just a good heads up play. I mean, even from inside, to just push through plane and just help them out and just flip those spawns. It looks really good. And even Simp, right? Like, Toronto could really blow this out of the water here, which they pretty much do. They go up by like 100 points. Simp trying to do everything he can, but Toronto goes up, guys, with a huge lead off the rip. They get most of the time on P1. They flip the spawns out for P2. They get all that time. It was looking real rough for FaZe, Ben.
Yeah, it's looking real rough. I'm going to skip sort of towards the end of P3, guys, because you see the score. It's like 7-7-5. We want to do the listening with FaZe, Tom.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to do the listening with FaZe because I want to
105 to 6.
Yeah, 105 to 6. Like, Toronto's playing this flawlessly. I'm going to turn up the volume. Let's try and be quiet for a minute here.
I'm going right. Let's get this time.
They're already.
I'll go top line.
I'm trying to go on the steps.
I'm top line. I'm top line.
I'm one shot.
I'm blowing that.
Getting quantity.
Come on, Chris.
I'm flashing.
One up close. Dead. One more.
One close.
Yes. He's laying down.
Shit.
I'm ready.
Two red.
Play inside.
I need to watch out. Hand me that.
Give me on the play. Dude. Give me on the play. Yeah. I don't have cross. I don't have cross.
Yeah, I just want to PTS side.
This is consistent play calling from all the guys who are just directing each other. Tyler's calling plays.
One more there. Concrete.
Yeah, I just say something. A Beezy's play right there where he takes Cammy off the heady is a horrible play. But just because he's a Beezy, he wins that.
Yeah. No, he went rogue. I just want to... Okay, we talk about Toronto, right? They're getting smoked by FaZe first map. Do you guys hear the difference? You see what I'm saying, Zin? The difference between the comms, though?
Yeah, like these guys are
huge
good.
Difference.
Like, they're getting smoked and they bring it back. Like, you know what I mean? Just like
huge
that, like,
difference, bro. Like, it's just like that's all I'm
really
saying.
They're not really getting like flustered or anything.
That's
you know what I mean?
that's
like,
all I'm saying when it comes to Toronto's comms. Like, I just want to see them bring a little bit more just energy, I guess. I don't know. It's just a big difference when you hear the comms back.
I tweeted after the series that like apparently when they were down 100, other comms were not so good.
No, they weren't. But at least they had energy. At least they weren't defeated.
Before the listening, apparently Alec roasted them and said that they had to start calling out, and that's why they were going hard in that listening. But that goes to show they just were able to deal with the adversity of having a tough start and bounce back in this map, and they instantly basically got rid of this lead going into the second rotation. And from there, Tom, I mean, we'll skip through this. Like, it's pretty much back and forth through this rotation. What the real action is sort of the tail end of the second part of P3 and the P4 and the P5. And then the P1 where things get kind of interesting on this map.
Yeah, I mean, just good plays by good composure out of FaZe, man. When you go down 100 points, it's not easy, but again, dude, this guy was having his fucking way today. BZ was all over the place. Even right here, he had like 2 more bullets left. He gets a kill, he gets a streak.
Tommy finishes this with 65 interactions. He goes like 35 and 30, I think.
Nuts. Which, I mean, RJ, I was talking to RJ after the game, and he's like, this pretty much, like, just look at his interactions. It pretty much just tells the whole story. This guy is just a fucking ego chow machine. Like, he just fucking chows everything, which RJ gets a little pissed off sometimes because he's be challenging everything, and sometimes he goes a little too rogue. But when he's winning his fights, which most of the time he is, like, dude, he can't. This guy's hard to play against, bro.
I wouldn't probably say a fucking word to him if I was a coach. Yeah, Tyler, you do what you want to do. No worries.
Yeah, I mean, you still got to rein him in a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't want him to go too crazy every day because there might be days where he's not winning it. Not winning his fights like this. I mean, bro, it's not even just him though, too. It's everybody on the team. They're all playing really well. They're just firing on all cylinders. But I think Toronto, like, they let this one go, Zin.
I mean, here's the thing. So, like, the sub duo of Abizi and Sip, I don't want to gas them up too much because fucking hell, their heads might get too big. But Abizi's walking in, he's getting 1 or 2. And then Simp's the cleanup crew, and he's not dying. So it's like, what the fuck?
And then you get MC into a power position.
He said, I don't want to gas him up too much, and then fucking gas him again. But I mean, it's just, I mean, what do you want us to say, Zin? You know what I'm saying? When you watch it back, it's like, you give credit. We give credit to everybody who fries. I mean, I also, there's a lot of people I want to talk about.
I kind of want to roast Tyler, though. Like, what is this play here? Should he be pushing out long?
with Ben.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, he should be pushing out long. He gets that kill long, like go flip spawns instead of hits hill. But it's all good. They kind of make this P3 kind of mixy. They get put in the trap. And BZ with the nice curve on the streak. They get a bunch of guys out of this hill. I actually don't think they... I think they actually kind of die off this wave, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they go 4 dead. At this point,
I thought Ultra was going to bring it back.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I thought Toronto was going to kind of...
That's what I said. I was doing the watch party, and I was like, this is not looking good. Or not, I was watching with you guys. And I was like, this is not looking good here.
Vance is in a good spot. They're just not getting trades. Chris gets 2. I think maybe you would like to see number 7 maybe try to peek left and kind of help out.
Well, BC gets 1 with the streak. This was a huge streak. How did he get 1?
I think he killed a guy.
In what?
No, I think he killed him
back
in Gen.
Radio. Like, back Gen. How the fuck did he kill?
Because he probably put it out right, like backwood, and you see
Jamie's peek in the doorway.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That was a big streak, bro. That was a big kill though with that streak.
Big kills from the ARs. You get Kleenex. I actually thought MC was gonna lose his gunfight.
Yeah, me too. I thought I thought that he figured he was there in the back, and then he gave it up. And for some reason, he turned around and he won a huge fight. Huge fight there. I mean, this is big scrap right now. This is really big scrap. So that was definitely... Skip this match. Shit was boring. This match was not boring. Look at the fucking scoreboard. That's a fucking L in the chat. Who was that? Shadowfoot. Come on, that's an L. That's a fucking... That's a loot or loot. How do you say foot? What an L?
Lotto loot.
Loot. That's a loot. This match was definitely not boring. This shit got crazy for a second, bro. This shit got absolutely crazy.
Watching this play out, I was like, okay, classic, like, checkmate. Like, Toronto might get all this P1 time, and it's going to be hard for FaZe to break. I think they actually, like, kind of all go down here.
They get traded. This is the P1, the story of P1 checkmate. Non-stop trades, trade after trade after trade. Abizi's flying in, kids are flying in.
Kleenex kind of trolled this a little bit.
Did he? You think so?
You're gonna witness it. Yeah, pretty sure after the match.
Oh, he hits a pen trade.
Yeah, he chows him right here, and like it just like he literally has no reason to do that.
Yeah,
like,
just stay alive.
Watch number 8 when he comes off the spawn here.
If he just contested their table right there, like they were good. Like,
yeah. No, 100%, 100%.
Like someone probably would have been watching like right, you know what I mean, instead of like them having to flood like P1 because he died off it.
We talk about that too all the time.
And then FaZe gets through, and then they flip, and then they win the map. Because I think him like just contesting right there is just like the biggest part of that
point. That's a good point. That's a Watto in the chat. I 100% agree, Nato. I think if they have those P2 spawns, all they need to do is just contest, because if it goes to a P2 and they hold those spawns, they're good. But instead, he pushes through, he dies, and then FaZe end up pushing through the lanes.
You can even look at Ultra's arrows too. Like they just all kind of panicked and started flooding towards P1.
Yeah.
Because like FaZe was so close to winning the game.
No, 100%, 1,000,000%. And then that was a good series, and then we got another good one. We got fucking.
I think we'll probe Bruce and see where he's at. I think just to put a wrap on that, Tom, just for Toronto now. I believe they go to losers and they're gonna play Thieves, and we'll talk about the Thieves series here. And that's a tough matchup for Toronto. Thieves has now got some momentum. Toronto just got to kind of be handily by FaZe after they're upset against Chicago. So that series now I think is really unpredictable. Then FaZe Empire. I think while we wait for Bruce, I think we can get some thoughts on FaZe Empire again. I think right now, if I had to predict, I think FaZe probably would take that series. They're also a little bit better in S&D.
Yeah, I think FaZe is just too strong. I think we're going to see a repeat of what we saw at the last event, honestly. I don't think anything's going to change. But we'll see. We'll see. Dallas apparently. Hey, I don't know. Big Bruce, he got lost in the sauce, man. He got lost in his food, bro. But I mean, we could just keep going on with it, man. Like we don't need to wait. We can get his thoughts when he comes. If he comes back, we'll get his thoughts.
So these videos are interesting. These are probably the more interesting videos for me of the day. So after Optic went on that losing streak on Garrison, they started banning Garrison. Seattle basically never played Garrison at all on stage 1, and they just started playing. I looked it up, and they had played Garrison against Minnesota a week ago. So I was very surprised to see Garrison make it in this series. The rest of the maps kind of made sense. We know what we've seen from Optic on Raid. Same for Seattle. It was a good square up. I don't know, maybe if I'm Seattle, I'm kind of letting Checkmate go through. They probably... I don't know. I mean, I think Mark made a really good point on Twitter that there's a lot of tape of Optic struggles on Moscow, so maybe just kind of do that. The chat saying we should do the New York series.
Yeah, I was good. I was just waiting for you to stop talking. Yeah, we can skip ahead. You guys will go fucking crazy. You guys will go nuts. I was waiting for Ben to stop talking. I didn't want to interrupt Ben because he was making a point with the vetoes.
We'll get back to the veto thing in a minute. But let me go find the beginning of the series, guys.
Yeah, we can go move on to the 100 Thieves NYSL series. And the one thing I gotta say about 100 Thieves right off the rip is they're just having a good fucking time out there, man. I was saying it when I was watching them play. I was like, model, they're playing New York, so I obviously want New York to win. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, these guys are all jolly now. Like, where's the sad, don't give a fuck about the game 100D. These guys are happy. They're fucking moving around the map together. They're just firing on all cylinders. Which, if you're a 100 Thieves fan, it's amazing. It's amazing to see. I'm look, you got to be happy for them. They're finding their rhythm. They just look like they're really enjoying themselves on the map, and they look really good.
They just look like an actual team again. Before they didn't even look like a team, They just fucking they look like 4 players that were just playing to play.
Yeah, 100%.
Now they actually look like a team. They're vibing. Everyone's gunning. Having a good time.
Teach tweeted they're playing small ball COD, and I don't really see the analogy, but screw it. Let's run with that. Going this series, I saw the triple checkmate, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. We know how good New York is on checkmate. We've saw Thieves played a lot, back in the day, even with Slasher. In the back end of the series, never actually saw. I mean, man, I thought New York would put up a fight in this series. I think I predicted them to win this. I think you did as well, Tom. A couple other people yesterday.
Yeah.
But just kind of overall, and I'll load up map 1 as we sort of continue to go here. I just think ultimately Thieves are just playing sort of fun, free COD. We've talked about this a couple of times, Tom. Sometimes with teams, you just got to go out there, even if you don't have a lot of team experience, and just sort of make plays, be unpredictable, and just sort of let that momentum sort of carry itself throughout the tournament.
Yeah, no, 100%. I just didn't expect this series to go down how it went down. I didn't expect a 3-0 like this. I thought New York had a little bit more in the tank, but what do you think went wrong with New York today, man? Because they looked flat yesterday, and they looked pretty flat today.
So, I think we've heard New York players talk about one they think their shortcomings is a little bit with communication. I wonder if with having Diamond Con, who's a rookie. We know that Mac's not the most vocal person. Comms play can be kind of up and down. We know that Asim, unfortunately, has been going through a death in the family, so it's kind of a weird time for him. I just think a combination of a lot of different factors led to them going 0-6 this week, and it's really tough, and I think it's going to put their team sort of in the hot seat a little bit. But yeah, I was mega surprised that the triple checkmate thing was going to go down. Someone's asking how we knew the triple checkmate thing was going to go down. One of the New York players told us before the series because they did the vetoes ahead of time that we were going to get the triple checkmate.
Yeah, and then you see Clay's tweet. Obviously, very disappointing to see. I mean, it's sad, bro. It's sad to see. I mean, I could pull it up again for those of you who haven't seen it. We pulled it up in the beginning of the show, but I know a lot of you have joined.
Said Clay's going to retire, bro. We've talked. Clay is the kind of guy that needs some time and some space sometimes to reset. He's tweeted stuff like this before. Like, he's got to work out and figure out. He's got a week off now. He can take some time off here for a couple of days and go hang out with family or friends or wherever in a COVID-safe environment. And you got to feel for the guy. It's just everybody, man, is going through it. Like I don't know anybody in my immediate friends that's been on a vacation for the last year plus because of COVID.
Yeah, well, I mean, for sure. But this is also someone who is a back-to-back world champion.
Yeah.
And now he's in an environment where he's sort of essentially trying to teach a new group of guys a system that he wants to play, and that can be frustrating. Going from, I mean, it's obviously completely different, but to personally relate, going from pros to challengers, it's a big leap. And I'm not saying that's what he did, but he definitely took a leap when it came to who he was playing with to who he's playing with now. Just off a game sense, communication, went from playing with champions to people who are sort of new.
Can I take the devil's advocate on that?
Everything's kind of adding up as well with his IRL stuff.
Yeah, let me take a devil's advocate on that. It would be different if this was 3 years ago and you don't have a coaching staff and it's just you and the 3 other guys and you're running the team. But he can lean on Revan and JP.
But they're not playing the game.
I know, but they're there post game to help take some of those comms, take some of that aggressiveness. He doesn't have to shoulder all of that. I think he should figure out how to take a less of you need to bring aggressive sometimes if the team's making mistakes and the comms are off and things are wrong. But we've seen with teams where they don't lean on the coach, they take the burden of a lot of that criticism, that it messes a lot with the team chemistry. And people are saying Len in the chat.
Let me
give you an actual practical.
I personally disagree.
I don't know if this correlates.
I think I disagree with this.
Let me give you a practical example.
No, yeah, keep going.
Look at the 100 Thieves situation in Black Ops 4, right? Where they were really struggling, and they picked up Chris and they picked up Preston. And what a lot of players in the team have said is that Chris being there to be the Austin translator, to take the lead on a lot of the aggressive criticism, helped that team get better because it kept the vibes in a good spot. I think for Clay, he's got to find that balance with Revan. He's got to find that balance with Asim, who is not a rookie anymore. Asim's a pretty smart guy and has been in the league now for a couple of years. I think they need to figure out how to just get the best out of these young players. Because I've heard some criticisms from players on this team that they feel like the comms and the communication's not there. And they need to keep it up because going 0-6 now, they're going to have to start getting the momentum back in their favor because teams are starting to catch up to them.
Well, I mean, that's my next thing is people are saying Hydra. It's I don't think Hydra fixes a comms issue. In fact, I think he could. I think he could potentially make it worse. So it's what's the actual issue here? I don't think it's talent. I think Mac has been a little underwhelming, but he's also. I still think Mac's really good. But from a comm standpoint, I know Asim's pretty vocal. Obviously, Clay's their most vocal, and I mean, you already said Mac is sort of a little soft-spoken, and I mean, from what I've heard, Diamond Con is as well. So you kind of have a vocal leader, someone who's sort of vocal in Asim, and then 2 non-vocal guys. It's can't really afford if you're trying to win championships to have those lapses in communication.
I played with Diamond Con in Challengers. We made it to finals, got second or whatever. But Connor has really good comms. He has good small talk. He has good small talk, and he's a great teammate. So I don't think.
I mean, let's not act like New York hasn't been playing really well up to this point.
Hold on, real quick.
New York hasn't been
you know what I'm saying?
I can see why you think I'm hating on Hydra. I'm not. I think he's really talented, but I just don't think he fixes a communication issue. If that's what the team needs, better communication, I think. And my other argument was that I just don't think he's the all-out best all-around player on NYSL Academy. I think Saints has proven a lot more, and obviously he's in here and my bias, whatever. I just think Saints has been consistent all year with Hydra and without Hydra. They were still winning without him. So
let me say
that's my argument.
Go ahead,
I appreciate that, Zim, but I also think it's also Like I feel like if New York does like talk about whatever bringing someone in, right? Like I feel like it just it all depends on like what they need, like whether it's like someone with comms or whether it's like someone who can flex and like get kills. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably like talk
Whatever they
about it as
feel
a
like
team.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's like whatever. It's
not
whatever they're
about
feeling. Like
that. Yeah.
it's all
So,
about like the four players on the team being comfortable. Like so, like
Yeah.
I think I don't know. But
Here's
New
my
York. But I also agree with what Tom said
Yeah.
that New York has been playing exceptionally well
They
up
have.
until
I
this
mean,
up until this major.
yeah,
until
like
this week,
this
really.
major, this week was a tough week for them, and they didn't look great. They didn't look great, but they showed signs of greatness throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and that's where things get a little bit tricky, right?
Well, so a couple of things, Tom. So I wanna bring out a stat. So I did the math of the map count between New York versus FaZe, Optic, Rocker, and Thieves, and they're 9 and 20 through 2 stages, which is not good.
Maron.
So here's my kind of overall thesis on the team. You got a lot of first year and second year players. I think we've seen that Asim's taken a big step up. We know we got from Clay. From the other two guys, we've seen a lot of players in this position. Do you want to be a good player or do you want to be a great player? They're now going to go into a stage 3 playing on a new meta. We know that we're playing on a new patch. Control has changed as a game mode. They need to keep up the same work ethic and the same mindset, because if they do, then they'll continue to be a good team. If not, they're going to end up in this weird zone that a lot of teams are in now, where teams are going to catch up to you. You're going to get into situational matchups. And as I gave out the number about the 920 situation, they need to start performing better against these top teams. They want to be in that spot.
I'm actually surprised that Thieves went with this 3-0 because I feel like Checkmate is one of New York's like better maps.
I mean, I had faith in Thieves that I thought they
I
thought they could win, but I thought NYSL was going to win. I thought they had a chip on their shoulder and they had a lot to prove. Another point I want to bring up is like team energy, and I want to know what you guys think on this. Like, I truly think a big portion of why FaZe is super good is because of how close they are outside of the game. Like, they're always hanging out, always laughing. Yeah. Like,
those guys are having a blast while playing, bro.
So like they have their in-game and they keep that there, and then out of the game, like they can have a horrible day of scrims, but they're still the same guys laughing and making jokes. It's like I don't know, but I can't see NYSL being a team that's like that. Like I can't see Diamond, Mac, Asim, and Clay sitting there just having chatting to chat. And maybe I'm wrong, but it just the team energy seems like it could be a little weird.
It's like a synergy thing, right? It's like they just if maybe outside the game they're just not met. Like they're not. I see what you're saying, Zin. It's hard to put into words.
It could be that, Tom, but it could also be like maybe like they're not really like maybe it's like also like you guys said, like Asim had like a really hard week. You know what I mean? Like that's like the most unfortunate thing ever. Like and like maybe like the vibes aren't there or something, but I don't know. I don't think it's too much of that. I feel like they are good friends though, like NYSL at least.
Yeah, I don't know. The only reason why that like it hits me a little bit is because I feel like that a big thing came down to me when it came to that. You know what I'm saying?
Relate to it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying if I was on this team, I think the synergy would be different.
Oh, yeah,
I think I was the glue to the middle of this whole team because I built the whole fucking team.
Yeah,
I had Asim, my guy. I had Mac, my son.
Mac, yeah.
I have Clay, who's my guy. I was the synergy. I was the one who knew everybody. I was the one who was like that guy in the middle of it all. And then when I got out of there, it definitely the vibes changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the synergy went, a little bit of the synergy went away.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're here now, Tom, and nothing's for free. You have your honeymoon. It's now real time.
Oh,
you're
no,
going to stage 3. You're in a good spot.
Yeah.
It's put up or shut up. They've got to decide as a team now if they want to put in the work to figure out how to get better, to figure out how to perform better against some of these top teams. Otherwise, they're going to end up in that mediocre spot. And you play with Clay. You know that he doesn't want to be on a top 6, top 8 team.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm not. I mean, I think of the snap of the finger, changes are made if Clay wants it done. So I think it comes down to what Clay wants to do. I think if Clay wants to make a change, I think we'll see a change.
Decision. Yeah, it comes down to Clay.
I think if Clay wants to stick it out, it's like I said, it's tough, man. You have a back-to-back world champion who doesn't want to place top 6, doesn't want to place top 8, wants to be competing for championships, and maybe he'll give it some more time, or maybe he's like, "Fuck this, we're changing." So who knows?
People are saying I'm being too harsh. By the way, Tom, I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot during this game, but like
I don't go.
I'm not trying to be too harsh on New York, but I'm just saying the sample size now is like they've been good against the middle pack of the teams in the league, but when they've come and faced off against the good teams, they haven't really come away with any victories. And like at some point you've got to figure out how to break into that, or you're just like an average team. And they're sort of at that point now. Like, I don't know if they necessarily need to change now and bring in Hydra, but it's more of a mindset thing. Take some couple days off. Don't think about COD. Come back on Tuesday after the major and give it 110% going into the week after when your first matches happen.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Ben. I don't disagree with you. I think I'm talking about the synergy thing, but going back to what Ben said, like, well, you know, like tough shit. Like I don't even know how it is. Like it cannot be like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like they might be vibing really good as a team. I don't know what it is. It's just I just don't like the look on their faces when they're going down. Look at nobody's even talking. Like that. It's got to be quiet, real quiet in there in between rounds, which just like doesn't look good to me. When I was watching this back on stream, it was just like I don't know. It looked like the 100 T's team. With a few weeks ago, it didn't look right. Like it didn't look like they had that fire in them. Granted, right? Like they lost the first map. They're down 2-0. Like things didn't look great. I just have a lot of faith in this team. So I agree with you, Ben. I think, you know, take some time. You know, take a day or two off. Do what you got to do. Obviously, Clay's been feeling some stuff mentally. I disagree with you on the coaching thing. I think Bobbles and JP do a great job with the synergy of the team and trying to keep everybody together. It's a lot harder than you think.
Well,
I think it's a lot harder than you think.
I know, and I also don't know if Revan's not that super like hard-nosed guy by nature. I mean, I feel like I know him pretty well. But Tom, I also want to talk a little bit about Thieves in this series, like especially in this S&D, man. Like Thieves is just playing some incredible COD, especially some incredible S&D right now.
Yeah, we could say whatever. I was gonna say that too. I mean, New York, they had a rough week, but again, back to what I said. I think the synergy of this team is fine, and they've also been playing really good throughout the year. Like they've been showing signs of greatness and signs of being really fucking good. But then on the other side, we also have a 100 Thieves team that looks like a completely different team. Not even just on their faces and the passion and the energy that they're showing, but just looking at the mini map and how they're moving around the map together. Bro, this is a completely different team. Like completely.
Looks like the ankle weights are off.
Yeah, it literally looks like that these guys are fucking. Yeah, it's a good point to put it in. The ankle weights are gone.
Listen, I think first off, I feel bad for Austin. I know how hard it's been.
So do I.
Because I can personally relate. Just watching your team play without you is a fucking heartbreaking feeling. But I mean, you also have players who are like, they need to be free. Like TJ, you can't really put a leash on him. Like you got to trust that TJ will make the right play most of the time. And even a player like Venom who's new, it's like maybe he was a little bit intimidated by Slasher. It's like I'm playing with this world champion who's obviously pretty opinionated. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't think they have that pressure anymore.
No, they don't. There's nobody on this team. Bro, when I look at that 100 Thieves team, it looks like to me like they have an I don't give a fuck mentality. Like all four of them.
1000%.
Like Kenny's going in there. Like Kenny's probably the main guy, right? Like he's the main vet, right? And Kenny's sitting there like, listen, man, just go out and do what you fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to fucking tell you guys what to do.
Another
you also got Draza. He's sitting there, 10 seconds gonna kill, I spawn out. 8 seconds gonna kill him. Alright, behind you.
One from Strings, TJ for me, nice. I'm one from Strings.
TJ's the oldest player, yeah, but TJ's like, I feel like TJ's still like that young kid that, like, in that, like, submachine gun, like.
TJ's a child,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Kenny's the main AR now, Cap. He's the one looking over, you know, he's looking over everybody. Kenny's the main guy.
Another thing I wanna bring up is the Draza pickup. I feel like Draz is like kind of like pretty mature kid for his age, and he's like, you know, he's a really good teammate.
He's a beast.
And he probably comes in and like brings like the vibes for them in game, and he also brings probably like really good comms for them. So I feel like their team as a whole is just flowing now, and I think Draza is a big part of that.
Yeah, no. He's great. We had him on yesterday for yesterday's show. For those of you who missed it, obviously you can go check it out on YouTube or Spotify. But
Teach needs a fucking haircut. Someone tell him that.
Hey, it's a pandemic, bro. It's all
he looks comedy.
Jesus Christ.
Draza came on and he was very well spoken, man. I mean, he was talking about how he wants to get better interviews. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
What do you say, Tom? Yeah, obviously, pretty good time.
I mean, that sounds like fucking blastful to me. That don't sound like fucking Draza, but
nah, it's a mixture. Trust me, Tim. He's gonna keep callouts.
I don't know, but he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fucking kid, man. And you know, it just, again, just touching on New York, like it sucks to see, man, because they're a great team. This is just a bad week for them. I want to see them bounce back, and if they're gonna make a change, make a change. I
want to point on that. New York is obviously, I mean, before this major, they looked great, but it's like all it takes is 1 or 2 bad matches for teams to just lose
implode.
it. Teams start going downhill. The vibes change. You start fucking overcomplicating, overanalyzing. Yep, your confidence is gone. All it takes is a couple bad series for an entire team to not look even close to what they did 2 weeks ago, right? Like, and obviously as the games progress, like the more weeks teams get to play, it's like the skill gap sort of widens a little bit. That's why I think now we're seeing at least some more convincing matches. It feels like before this major, very rarely did you see 3-0s and 3-1s, unless I'm tripping. And
we had a lot of 3-2s.
Exactly, a lot of last maps. So I feel like the skill gap is maybe that gap is starting to actually come in a little bit, and I don't know.
One interesting
tricky
thing about New York that I want to toss out there is I am very curious when we do the snake drafts, if New York, even though they ended up finishing top 8 in this major, will be one of the first teams that gets put on the other group by one of the first, second, third, or fourth seeds. I'm very curious how the group draws kind of work in this situation. Unless you can't break that order.
I mean, it's all recency bias. Everybody's going to look at how they played this major. They're going to go, okay. They're going to realize that, okay, their fucking team leader is struggling right now, and he's their guy. So it's like, this is not a team that maybe we thought is as dominant or as competitive as we once thought.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna skip to the control. I mean, this is just kind of a bloodbath.
Yeah, this was bad. I mean, the S&D was just so bad. It was bad to watch, man. We obviously had the watch party going, right? A lot of people were in here, and were watching it with me. It just seemed like it was dead, bro. So the S&D was chalked, and then again, we were watching it. I was just like, listen, they have to win this control. Obviously, they lose the series if they lose this, but I'm like, they could do this, but if they just need to win a control. And again, it looked really sloppy. I mean, 100 Ds was just way ahead of the game.
Another thing about New York, Tom, I feel like New York's like a big momentum team.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, after their loss to Empire, didn't they lose to Empire last time as well?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so I feel like after that loss, especially a 3-0 loss to Empire, like maybe like, maybe like the vibe was off, like some sides were thrown in there or something. I don't know, but like
maybe
I feel like something was off. I feel like New York just needs like I think someone said earlier, I think they just need that spark, like that one series, like, and then they'll just start flowing again. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could see it. They all got
you could see the frustration. 100%.
They all had their hands on their heads. All of them are rubbing their fucking heads. You got Mac rubbing his hair. You got Clay with his hands on his head. Even Diamond Con. All 4 of them. It's like they're stressed out, man, and I just want to just fucking shake them, bro, and just like snap them out of it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you guys want them to do? They just got 3-0. You want them to fucking high five?
No.
I'm
saying they're frustrated. That's all I'm saying is they're frustrated, and I want to see them bounce back, which I know they can. Well, you know what I'm saying?
In my eyes, they've gone from a team like after the situation with you, which was obviously unfortunate. They've gone from a team that people didn't have a lot of expectations to, that were playing really well, to a team now that has a lot of expectations. And it's a question of how can they deal with that adversity and that pressure. I think that's just where they're at now. They're at a crossroads as a team. They're either going to sink or swim. So I'm very curious to see what they do over the next week to try and improve from this major. And then going their first couple of games in 2 weeks from now, we'll see what New York we get.
Yep, no, 100%. And the last thing I'll say is guys, I think very highly of this New York roster, man. I really do. And they look great all year. They just haven't looked good the last week. Obviously want to see them start closing it out against top teams, but I'm sure Bobble and JP are talking to the guys, and they're gonna get everybody together and have a good talk, and they're gonna come back and hopefully stronger than ever. So shout out to the New York guys, shout out to the 100T guys. Thank you for a good series. All these series are incredible. Let's go right back to the Optic Seattle series. I don't know where Brucey is, guys. You guys keep calling for Bruce. I don't know where he is. He had some food and he's slumped. He's fucking slumped, and I don't want to bug him, guys. If he's doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? He's probably chilling out, doing his own fucking thing, man. But we can go right through this Optic series. This was a really good series, man. Seattle, they came out firing, Ben.
Yeah, it's another I'm not really sure what's going on with Optic on this raid hardpoint. They've now, I think, lost like 4 of the last 5 times they played this map. I think the last time they won it was actually against Seattle in a really close situation. It's just weird. I think after this major, they'll need to go back and kind of watch VODs here and figure out where they're screwing up these P2s and P3s. But just a huge early performance from Seattle. I think you and I were watching this together. We're like, Seattle have to win map 1 to have any chance here. I will say, though, and I want to give Chicago a lot of credit, we saw past Chicago like 2 weeks ago go down 0-1 this series, and you could tell with their body language it may have been over. But they rallied back and stayed in this series and grinded it out. Dashy had an absolutely huge 4th map and just played well in the series in general. Scump played well. And we'll watch what he did on the
Scump in that control was nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, everybody was saying, get Scump stick out of your mouth. Bro, like, the guy was literally frying.
He made some serious
it's nice to see. It's nice to see because he was getting criticized early on.
I just hate when I fucking, bro, he was literally that control, he went the fuck off. Like, I was gassing the fuck out of him, and everybody's like, you're fucking sucking his meat. I'm like, all right, next time I see a guy frying, I was gassing everybody. I was gassing fucking Pristini for fucking frying. Fucking Bruce is frying, and then Scump went the fuck in the control. Like, he was making insane plays. We'll see it when we get to it, but I was fucking freaking
I'm gonna
out.
skip around a little bit here, guys, just in the essence of time. But just Seattle, just in these matchups against Optic, and just in general, watching Seattle play this map recently, they're just playing really well on the money kills, the P2s, the P3s. And yeah, maybe in the P4s, then you don't get a lot of time. But they set themselves up for the reset on P5 and put themselves in a position to get good sponsor P1. And it also changed in that synergy that you're creating between the hills is how you really run up a lead and close out the map.
You know, I gotta say something. What the fuck does Pristini eat now? Because this guy's on a whole nother level these days. This guy looks incredible.
Pristini's definitely the most improved player.
What the fuck did this guy eat?
Without a doubt.
Well, that
somebody
was
said ass. This guy's eating ass. Is that what he's eating? Maron.
The biggest criticism we had of the team when they formed is like, okay, you look at the sub duo of Looney and Pristini, there's not a lot of consistency there. And I got to give massive credit to Pristini. He's really turning around. He's consistently dropping that high 0.9 to 1.0, and it's putting them in a lot of positions to win because you get big series from their AR players. You know that Looney's hitting routes, making plays, helping with the in-game comms. They're just playing some really good COD right now. I actually want to also say that the team didn't tweet any emotional or any stupid shit after the series. They accepted a loss and said, look, we're happy where we're at. We're getting better. Like, that's exactly what we want to see from Seattle. Because the Seattle of last year, and I know they had completely different players on the team except for Sam, would have absolutely have chalked it after what happened in the series.
Yeah, no, they definitely have some good synergy going. They did, like, the Seattle guys they're feeling good. They've been vibing, bro. And I've been talking to Big P too, because he's in a TeamSpeak every day. He seems like he's in a good headspace. He seems like he's been feeling good and feeling confident. And I just like watching these guys play. I mean, they're talented, man, and they're a good balance. And for them to come out and win this first map, I thought things were gonna get real mixy here. So
we'll skip ahead a little bit, Tom, but to get kind of farther in the map, I think my only other point about Seattle, though, like just as a top,
they want to listen to the listening, Ben. Drop it back.
You want to go back to listen?
Yeah,
we'll go back.
Drop it back. We'll listen to the Chicago one. We'll go into with Optic Chicago, and we'll see how they were sounding.
We'll pick it up from here, Tom.
Okay. Astro Gabe listening with Optic Chicago.
One water, guys. One water.
Top part weak.
I spawn kitchen.
E5.
Yo, stand water stairs. Top water stairs. Hitting it.
Yeah, one more zig. Preston. One's in
boulder and water stairs.
Yeah, water steps.
In art, Looney dead.
I spawn pillars. I'm
holding my pinch.
That's our player.
I'm guys. I'm
going both steps. I'm
Yo,
going
zig. There's only two hill.
Back right time.
Zig hill. Nice.
Two. Water stairs.
I'm taking.
He's challenging it. Two there. One more. Nice. I'm holding. Ivering.
I'm
Might be water stairs, guys.
I'm your water. Well, look your kitchen, Matt.
No, kitchen.
Water stairs, Pierce. One's ring, guys. Stand.
Their comms setups are kind of whatever, but their comms are good.
Yo, one was ring.
I mean, their comms sound good to me. I mean, high energy, not frantic at all. I mean, you can hear everything that they're saying. They're small talking. They're waiting for each other. I mean, it's what you want to hear. I mean, it's better than hearing. See, with FaZe's comms, they sounded a little frantic, and then with Toronto's comms, they sounded dead. So it was a good balance. It was a good balance to hear from the Optic guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're hearing. My voice cracked there for a second. I apologize, but you're hearing some good like play direction. They're calling out what they have. It's like when teams get stuck in that cycle where they're just like called out where you died from, where you spawn. Like you can't get away with that bullshit anymore. Like you have to actually small talk and direct your team. Otherwise, your setups are going to be trash and you'll get broken. And as you've seen with this map, when you get in that cycle, it's tough.
Seattle do a good job staying ahead of the game here. They build themselves a lead and they constantly just make sure that they close in. It was right here that the second rotation of P1, P2s that they chained together that really built them a lead. And then at this point, when you go into P3, you don't have to worry about anything because if you're Seattle, you could let Optic for the worst thing that can happen is Optic gets that P3, but now you get the basketball court, which is basically a full 16. You basically win the game. So chaining these P1, P2s after going into the second rotation of hard points was huge for Seattle. This is when I was watching this back, I was like, they got this in the bag.
Yeah, this is basically the game right here.
So just a good play. I mean, it's a good match, a good map for Seattle. I think they played it really well, and I think they just stayed ahead of the game. I think they were just out-rotating, outplaying the map, and it was tough. I mean, Scump and Envoy, you know, they had bad maps, but when you're getting out-rotated and you're just kind of face-fronting, you're just front-hitting hills, it's difficult. It's hard to get kills. It's not easy. No matter how talented you are, it's going to be really hard to get kills. So I think just props to Seattle for playing the map really well. And I'm sure Troy, Sender, and all the other guys.
Boys.
Oh, Big Brucey, they were waiting for you. They fucking love you in this fucking call.
What's good?
Or in this fucking chat.
Right now?
We're watching your match. We went over the series because we know you were delayed. And look at them go, Bruce. They love you.
Wait, you guys got a link for like a little watch together? Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Brandon, you gotta think after first map, you're looking at Envoy, you're looking at Scump, and you're saying, what the fuck was that?
I mean,
that's just the way raid plays out.
Jesus, son.
I mean, Bruce, I was telling him, you guys, honestly, Seattle was just ahead of the game on rotations and stuff. It's kind of hard to get kills with subs when you're face front hills and stuff like that.
This map in a tournament plays out so different in scrims.
Yeah.
I actually can't stand that. It's like people like played not this game in like obviously matches and stuff like that, but then scrims people just challenge you left and right. Like,
yeah, bro, you lose basketball rotation, you're begging for a
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Raid's kind of like, I don't fuck with raid, bro.
Oh,
you don't
shit,
fuck
I got
with
garage, I got scam.
Nah, I don't like it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think Seattle. I don't think this is a bad map from Optic. I think this is a good map from Seattle. I think they played it really well. I think they stayed ahead on rotations. It was a tie game going into the second set.
They're hella good this map.
Yeah, and they chained the P1, P2 on the second set, and then at that point you can let Optic have P3 and you just rotate the basketball and you're good to go.
Boys, I love you all. I'm out of here.
All right, Zen, have a good day. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Raiders
come
in
on,
the tournament.
You know
I'm
I'm
just
doing
fucking
my
with
best.
you. Yeah, I was just fucking with you, bro. Have a good one, bro.
Hi, everybody.
I'll just wait till Zen leaves.
User
I was
disconnected
gonna say
from the
like
channel.
raid in a tournament is basically like because you're just trading full 60s left and right, and it's just like it's just who scams first. Literally.
Yeah, no, 100%. You just gotta work some chains. I mean, I think the only really real chain is the P1, P2 because you can hold ring right, and then you have them spawning out like back gym fucking area, and then you can get all
chain
P2.
P3 if you do it right. Like if you give up the back and get them and they screw up and they spawn back.
You're saying
there,
P3, P4 or P2, P3? Yeah, you can. You can. You can spawn them in the back and hold from front if you
can't
get
really
the
do that
kills.
with garage because like there's no back spawn for it, so like that's why it's just kind of a foot race. And then like obviously the team that just doesn't have garage, will just like wins it like pretty much every time.
Personally
Unless, like,
though, I think garage is like super easy to break. I feel like teams just pinch it out and just play kills and then just spawn the other team out and then just collapse on the hill and they break it every time. I don't know. It just
becomes a timing thing though, because you don't want to set that pinch with like 30 seconds left, and then you're spawning the other team out for new, and you're like, well, shit, now we got to break base.
It's not easy to do, but compared to all the other hills, like P3 is an easy break. I mean, Seattle did it against you guys, Bruce, today. They broke P3 like pretty easily just by pinching out and getting kills and collapsing.
They had a really good break on that.
Yeah, like they played it. They played it pretty well.
They played a really good map, to be honest.
Yeah, they did. I didn't even think it was a bad map from you guys. I think Seattle just came out and played good. But
did you Bruce? Did you guys pick this map or did Seattle pick?
We did pick this. Yeah, we picked this map.
Yeah, I was a little. I guess there's a pick your poison with you guys because you guys are.
Yeah, we're super good at Moscow.
So, but like, what do you think is your team's like? I know you guys are on a big winning streak now on this map. Like, what do you think the reason for your success and like how you guys play the map?
I think we're just super good on like winning offenses, like compared to just other teams. Like we'll win like 2 or 3 like a map. So like, and obviously our Ds are just like for the most part like locked down. So it's like we're just like able to win offenses, just not lose defenses.
Yeah,
that's our like we can like separate and stuff like that from like other teams.
Yeah, no, you guys are really good at this map. I noticed that Matt or Formo also Gamertext. Formo was using the QBZ. He just likes it in the plane, huh?
Yeah, he just likes it. Saying like, you actually do say that a lot.
You're twisted, bro. You're fucking twisted. But after you go down 0-1, Brucey, like, how you guys feeling? You guys are feeling good still? Just like, you know, quick little regain?
I mean, yeah, we never like lost confidence. Yeah, I just said it again. Holy shit! Now I'm in my own head.
You're in your head, bro. You're in your fucking head.
Nah, but we never like lost confidence. Just know that. Yo, I'm so turned.
No, you are turned, but I feel you. I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you. You guys are a confident team. I feel like, and we obviously had Scump on the pinch. We call it the pinch, the late night pinch, Brucey. He had a few drinks in him. It was a late night, like 2-3 a.m. He had a few drinks. He's coming on. He said, you know, like he was obviously in a little slump, but he's been feeling really confident lately. So just to see you guys firing on all cylinders, right? Coming out with some confidence is it's cool to see. You guys are dangerous when you got confidence. You're dangerous.
I feel that.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna skip a few rounds, guys.
Skip. No, you're good. Skip through. I mean, anything that really caught your eye in this map, Saints? While we got you in here.
On the S&D? No, I was scrimming during this, so I don't really remember much from this S&D. Yeah.
All right, bet.
I mean, this S&D was kind of just one-way traffic. I mean,
nah, it was.
Just a lot of offensive wins.
Yeah, once you guys start winning so many O's, I was just saying it too. I was like, this is chalked. Because O's are like the most difficult part. I'm surprised that that you guys are winning O's like this, but you guys are just picking them, bro. Just picking them down. So just good plays out of you guys. And then honestly, we could just go into
much just Seth and Matt though. They were just like they always just run the plane for the most part.
Control.
Yeah, no, Matt's always popping pieces in that plane, bro. I feel like he's always going off right there.
It usually always comes down to like the plane gunfights. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, no, 100%. Then we go into a raid control, and you guys obviously won this map. How you guys feeling with raid control? Good map for you guys or what?
It's usually a pretty good map for us. I mean, we're pretty good at Gary control. And like we just usually like always veto it against like teams that are just good at it, but
yeah,
we might start adding that in just to like expand like our control map pool.
Yeah,
because always playing raid and stuff like that, like people are just gonna like get reads, like
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Scump went off on this shit, bro.
Yeah, but it's because you guys are so good at checkmate, so then teams are like, well, we whether play Optic on raid or Garrison. And a lot of teams are not feeling confident on Garrison these days, so that's how that ends up.
I mean, it's always good to expand your map pool. You know what I'm saying? The more you expand it,
you don't want to always play like the same maps.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you expand your map pool, you guys go over stuff. It'll be, what are you gonna do, bros? You know what I'm saying? But you guys look good in this map. The one thing I've been noticing out of you guys is the stacks on control, because you guys weren't stacking for shit a few weeks ago.
Yo, we weren't stacking on this map, right?
Yeah,
I
bro.
Like there was a couple rounds actually.
You guys would be pushing out money and basketball and all types of shit. But you guys, not just
I think
this
it was our
map.
second offense. Hold up, I want to watch it too.
Yeah, not just this map though, just any map in general. Even checkmate, you guys weren't stacking. Now all of a sudden, you guys just seem like you have a better understanding of the game mode. So
I feel like we do stack, but it's like just comes down to like I don't know. It's like weird sometimes.
You need to get like in a position on this map where you can like get that 3 or 4 stack, you know what I mean? Whether it's spawning laundry or you have full money control, and you can set up control, and you don't get in that situation where it's like, well, now it's like a 2v2, and we just need to like hold basketball, so we're like trying to run up the kills while our teams are trying to get back control again.
Yeah. I love the way Envoy plays this map, bro. Envoy's always doing something, dude.
Dude, Dill's gross.
Yeah, he's always doing some weird route or making shit happen, bro.
Bro, Scump is a problem. We'll watch the rest of this round. Dude, Seth is a problem in art, dude. No one can kill him when he comes in here, and he runs around like he finesses Pierce. It's not in this round, but in a later round, he runs up the stairs and Pierce chases him, and he kills him driveway, and he's still in art. Like, I swear, dude, this is like his spot on the map, man.
Bro, it's because it's like a pub map, dude. Seth, this is where Seth he like thrives, bro. Yeah, bro, he thrives in this shit. Like he just he thrives in the mix. He just gets real mixy with it, bro. He's all over the place. Look at him.
It was right there. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta give Seattle credit though. They actually like made so much improvements, especially from stage 1 to stage 2.
Yeah, no, 100%.
There was like 2 different teams when we were playing there.
I mean, we were talking about, bro, Pristini. Like, what the fuck is this guy eating? My whole chat started spamming that he's eating ass these days. This guy's fucking going nuts, Bruce. I know. I don't know. They're fucked up. I don't know.
Jesus, son.
The only thing with Seattle, I'll say, so you know what you're gonna get from Dan, right? Dan's not gonna outslay the world, and yeah, you'd want to get more kills from him. The one thing I'll say from Seattle, and I think this is a fair criticism, is we'd like to see a little bit more from Octane. He's been floating around essentially a flat 1 here for 2 stages. We want to see the Octane of old, the guy that's going +5, +7, and making a real impact when they are. We haven't seen that yet in a lot of series, but I think now the team's getting more comfortable. Hopefully he starts to get in a groove. I think if he can figure out how to get back to that level, they're going to be very, very dangerous as a team.
Yo, shout out to the pipe this map.
Yeah, bro. I was just saying, good
Absolutely
shots, bro. This guy's beaming.
Little swing map action. We'll
Yeah,
take it.
dude. This guy's fucking beaming, bro. Bro, there was a play where Scump just hit money and got a 3-piece and then fucking stayed alive and just was on a streak. He like went crazy. You guys are all firing. I feel like you guys are just in rhythm. Now you guys are just hitting form. I mean, once you win this map, I thought it was chalked. I thought the series was done. But
Yeah, when we win this map, especially after winning like S&D the way we did, like we're feeling like hella good.
yeah, it's just a swing map. They win out of Big P. Bro, Big P and Pristini have been playing really good. They've been playing really, really well. I don't know what it is, but it just seemed like there's something is clicking for them.
We asked Dan, so I asked Dan, aka Looney, when he came on the show. I don't think it was the last episode, but the episode before.
Oh my god, why I didn't see that?
Yeah.
Yo, wait, I didn't see that either.
Yeah.
This guy's
RP
fucking
for-
twist. Oh my
RP
god,
for-
this guy is, bro, this guy's on another level lately, bro. I don't know.
He's in routes. But going back to Seattle, like Pierce, aka Gunless, has a reputation of being, like a really hard teammate. I know, like, especially with the guys on your team, Bruce, like they had some tension with him last year, and they obviously ended up moving on from him. And we asked Dan about it on a show a while back, and like I think this team ended up being a good fit for Pierce, because amongst all of these players, like they'll bicker and they'll argue, but they see it as constructive. They don't take it personally, and like it's a good fit for Pierce because he's very determined and he's got that very like heavy mindset and how he wants to play, and it brings out the best of all those players.
Yeah, you gotta have a good mix of players, bro, and good mix of personalities, because you know how that could fall apart real quick. We see it with a lot of teams and a lot of players, but this was good for Big P. Gunless definitely needed a team like this where he can just kind of be himself, and he's hitting form.
Like, him and Dan are a pretty good duo. Like in that sense. Like
100%.
They just like bounce ideas off each other and stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. They're hitting fucking form. Right here, we're working the fucking stacks,
See, I feel like right here, like I don't know if we could have stacked or not.
Here. You definitely should have stacked here.
I probably would have stacked.
If you guys had 3 stacked, you would have gotten at least 2 ticks at that point. I think do you end up getting the second tick?
They get it.
Yeah, I think we get it.
They get on. I think you guys get it. Okay, but you would have gotten pretty close to getting through the 3rd tick if not.
I got streaks off that
situation.
Yeah, I don't mind the stack. I think the stack was good. Matt almost went huge.
And the stack's always good when they get the laundry spawn, and you guys had gotten money, so you were set.
Do you guys win this round?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you guys win this round, right?
Yeah.
How do you guys end up clutching through this? Oh yeah, I remember right here. I mean, this is good play too, but like Envoy, right? He's the one taking the route. You got a guy coming through kitchen. That's what you want to see. You want to see people taking those routes instead of just flooding through fucking bedroom and shit. But yeah, I remember this now. You guys go 4 dead. Envoy's making plays in their base. This shit was chalked.
A huge toss out of Seattle. They had a huge life advantage.
Big plays. I mean, that right there comes down to Scump and Envoy. Scump gets kitchen control with a couple big kills. Envoy hits the far left route. He gets in behind, gets some kills, and just spawns them all out back laundry. So just good plays, man. Good fucking plays.
Yeah, well played offense. And then we'll go into the next round, and I think you guys close it out here, right?
Yeah, this is a defense where Scump just went on a fucking tear. This guy just went nuts, bro.
Shout out T2P. Yo, a little T2 speed spam in the chat.
Yeah, let's get a time to pound. Let's get a T2P in the chat. Let's get a T2P. You know the vibes. You know. Come on. And what is it? Don't you and Matt got some shit?
Shit, I don't even know.
You guys always. All I know is fucking horny for me, and then I thought there was some other shit. I don't know. Yeah, you guys are crazy. They fucking love y'all. Fucking.
Holy shit, the chat is turned.
Yeah, they're turned, bro. They're fucking turned. You guys are twisted right now. But you're right, Ben. Scump, he loves his art area.
Dude, I'm telling you, he goes in here and he gets automatic 2 pieces every time.
Yeah, bro. This is his fucking
like his hotspot, like
it's his hotspot.
Like little hot zones and stuff like that.
This is his fucking playground.
Gets pack-a-punched.
Yo, deadass, bro. Gets a fucking pack-a-punch. This got little, Brucey, this got scary. No cap.
For sure. Yeah, with Seth's in rhythm.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, this guy, like, I thought Seattle was going to win this round.
Oh yes, that did get scary. I thought you were talking about Seth.
No, I mean him too. But I'm saying like he's pretty
fucking
scary guy. You know what I'm saying? But I saw some people talking about it. They think it's his goatee. They think it's the goatee. They think the goatee is giving him fucking powers or some shit. I don't know. We should have stacked. Yeah, Dan. We got to talk about this. We got Looney in the chat because I think you guys fucked this up. No cap.
So wait, they don't stack A? Is that what he's complaining about?
No. They cap A. They cap A. There was a
for B.
Yeah. They definitely could have got B here, and then this is where Scump makes that play that I keep talking about. But definitely right here, bro. I thought you guys are throwing.
Yeah, right here.
Stuck right there, Bruce.
Nah, I got team shot. Like Sam shot me from water stairs and like ran away, and then like since he made me half health, and just naded me.
Yeah.
So what does Seth do? Does he just spawn up and he goes in the kitchen and gets his kill?
He kills the guy kitchen. Yeah, he kills the guy kitchen. Gets a big 3-piece on the hill. And
Yeah,
then
they stack, they win that.
and then he's not done yet. He's not fucking done yet. He keeps going.
Oh yeah, Seth goes on a little spree right here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Nah, after this, he dies and then and then he goes on a spree. But
yeah, Preston
fucking,
was playing kind of a weird spot.
but he just went huge. Like
unlucky.
if Seth loses that one in money, it's done. You guys are going overtime.
Yeah, me and Seth hold the back here. Remember this?
Yeah, you get a 2-piece. Seth gets a 2-piece. And then Seth pushes that middle. I mean, like you guys just clutched the fuck up. Like you guys absolutely just clutched up. And if this goes into overtime, bro, this is anybody's game. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it gets scary at that point. So just big plays.
I think we would have had defense though.
Probably, but if there's any map that offense is pretty easy on, it's raid.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you never want to go into overtime.
It's a good play,
absolutely. Absolutely not.
This guy's backing
our.
our.
A great play.
You guys would have gotten defense based on kills at this point.
There was 3 on it, yeah, but if there's 4 on it, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, big guy. It's a big difference.
Yeah, adding that extra player is insane in this game.
Bro.
Compared to like BO4, was BO4 that fast? You guys remember or not?
It was pretty
I don't
fast.
remember it being that fast.
Not that. I don't know if it was this fast, but it was pretty fast. Sam got off of it. Oh, okay, so
back and forth with Stan,
there was only 2. Sam got off of it. Oh, so bro, you guys could 100% have got that. No cap. No fucking cap.
And they're just in the grilly, and that's that.
Big plays all around. You can see the frustrations in Seattle. You can see the fucking happiness in Optic, and then we go into a 4th map, and you guys take care of business, Bruce.
Well, I think Seattle puts up a pretty good fight in this. They actually do a good job on the P2s and the P3s, but Bruce, you go absolutely crazy on the second rotation.
What did you go? 30 and 17 or some shit?
Going off on P4.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were too twisted to remember.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but this map is not. I mean, this map is like it's kind of like check the way it plays out. It's kind of like you just ego chow and get away with like playing more loose, I guess you could say.
Yeah. That's where you thrive, bro. That's where you fucking thrive.
Because raid,
go ahead.
Raid is just more like if you scam, like it's way more punishing than like Gary or Check or even like even Moscow is not as punishing as raid. Raid is like you like feel it. You're like, damn, we just like went down 100 points just because of the one chow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You troll on raid. You're spawning across the map and you're losing a full 60.
Right. Now they got streaks, so now even if you rotate,
you're fucked. No, 100%. But you guys look good this whole map. You guys look good this whole fucking map. This pretty much looked over halfway through. I was like, this is done. This guy again, Pristini, he just doesn't fucking slow down. He was frying on this map too.
Yeah.
Yo, he got so much better.
He did. It's like, bro, just seeing it in his gameplay, like he's a finesser.
He's
like,
going for 360s.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, he's cracked.
Guys on ice skates, bro.
Look at him. Look at this guy, bro. Like he's actually twisted.
Oh my god.
Yo, he's actually going for trick
bro,
shots.
I'm telling you, this guy's nuts, dude.
Yo.
This guy's making TikToks, bro.
Like, cut Ocam's video.
Is he making TikToks? He's making TikToks?
No, I was just trolling.
Everybody's spamming listen-ins. What the fuck are y'all talking about? There's a listen-in? Let's listen to it. Where is it, Ben? People love their listen-ins. Who was it? With Optic or with Seattle? Listening to Seattle?
I don't have it notated. If you guys can tell me what hill it is, I'll go to it.
Where the fuck is this? This is LA Gorillas.
Someone just skipped ahead. Someone just
had to be fucking Nato or Brucey.
I'm not gonna lie. It might have been me. Give
me a second.
I'm trying to adjust the audio.
Yo, it's funny because everybody's spamming Len and he didn't even fucking do it.
Actually, no, I don't know who did that.
I'll find it, guys. Just give me a second. We'll skip ahead because I think Seattle holds most of this P3 time. You guys make it a little bit mixy, but Seattle holds it back. And you guys basically you guys talking about the Seattle listening?
Yeah. Put it on the Seattle listening, and then we'll give it a peek. We'll give it a listen. People love their listenings. Here we go. Astro Gaming is listening with Seattle Surge.
Yo, Preston sat and been here for like
he's on old time right now. Don't
at least 30 seconds.
Really?
It was a minute.
Gonna go front bend. I'm under.
He peeks this.
I thought he was a kill off a nuke or some
Preston
shit.
might be able to get a shot.
Top green. I got one.
In bedroom, half up.
Yeah, bedroom is close pillar. I naded it.
P5 Brandon.
Dylan's going back.
He's gets killed, and we're just kind of in a blender.
It's gonna be Lego. I'm sure
wall, baby.
Every middle. Hey, Lego on me. Lego got me sass. Lego right now.
Alright, listen, he's pushing out foot.
P1 weak. Wait for him to slide on me, Hill. Yeah,
I'm hitting bedroom here. I'm hitting bedroom. I'll take the trophy time.
You guys just wait. Let me
I'm waiting.
This is always tough. You get put in this bedroom P4.
Guys, across.
Rails,
rails. Touching absolute mid tank. You're mid tank, Dylan. Dylan is mid tank somewhere.
P1 and under crane.
Yeah, under
Under crane. Under crane and P1.
One of you guys come up.
I have it.
Under crane.
I'll take those streaks.
Okay, he left time.
Big Brucey, baby. All right, I'm gonna end it there, Ben. It sounded pretty good, honestly. I think something that really caught my eye, or caught my ears, I guess, was fucking Big P, Gunless. He's trying to direct everybody, trying to slow everybody down. I mean, everybody sounds a little hectic, but I feel like Gunless is just in the background. Like, he's just always so fucking calm, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Seattle never got a hold in these P5s. They just got put in the absolute demon trap and the back tank, and they rarely keep as close to the P2s and P3s, but you take those out, I think this would end up being a blowout map, Tom.
Yeah, no, 100%. $1,000,000%. This is a fun map to watch. So I like Garrison Hardpoint, bro. It's one of my favorite maps to watch. It's just so much action. There's a lot going on. And obviously Optic likes to do. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, you got to give props to Seattle. They look a lot better than what they looked at, you know, in the beginning of the year. I don't know what they did or what they changed, but
I think it's just grinding through the wall. Last year with the Seattle team, again, different players other than Sam. They had a bunch of tough Game 5 losses in the beginning of the year, and it just kind of snowballed, and they never really got a rock bottom. I felt like this year with the Seattle team, they had some struggles in stage 1. They just crashed through that glass ceiling. And yeah, you know, right now, I don't know if I would necessarily put them in the top 5 conversation, but if they can keep grinding and plugging away and getting better at situationals, and other players start stepping up and putting up some high numbers, I think they'll start to get it back into that conversation, Tom.
What did Joey Nubsy say? He said generally if you take out 2 entire hills, it'll be a blowout. Oh,
yeah, I mean,
wait, what's he talking about?
This map's like chaining like 260, so like
yeah.
I don't know, but
like,
Joey,
this map's kind of scrappy, you know what I'm saying? So
all I know, Joey,
like
is
that.
worst comes to worst, they got you on the substitute bench, so they can bring you in. You know what I'm saying, Joe? And you're good to go. But I think, Brucey, didn't you go on like a fucking 9 streak or 10 streak or some shit? You went on some crazy streak,
on
bro.
Like the previous P4.
Yeah. I mean, you're 17-9 at this point. You're just absolutely piecing. I think Seattle gets a lot of this P2 time here. If I remember correctly, right? You guys get broken.
I think we split it maybe and then get like a good amount of P3 time.
P3,
or split P3 also and then get it P4. Like sort of,
You guys have a good setup now. They're spawning deep. You got a guy middle. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so they streak.
The streaks were...
they had streaks too.
Yeah, they had streaks.
Shit,
yeah, Persini got the streaks on the first P2 when he was on that streak.
Formal finesse. That's actually a really good play for Formal to hop out and run out.
Yeah, he almost got a crazy 2 piece, like jumping out the map.
I think teams got to learn now when you drop the streak on there, you got to put one out towards that fake hallway that I guess used to, or Woods part of the map at one point.
Things got a little mixy here, bro. Things got a little scary for you guys. Because Seattle, they're holding on to this scrap, and they have rotation anew. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, here we go, Model. It's gonna get a little crazy. But I mean, this is a good match, bro. Pristini, fucking, that guy's beaming, bro.
Yeah, he was in his bag.
He's not slowing down.
You guys, I'm pretty sure did you guys break this?
Yeah, because we had streaks.
Yeah, you guys broke it with streaks. Envoy was trying to make a play. He was trying to hit that shit.
Well, I also think Pierce,
with the streaks.
You guys call him the streaks, but I also think Pierce takes a minute to make a play on this hill, and it never really works out for him. Look at number 4 in the map, guys. Like, obviously his team's spawning out, but he's got some time here for them to set up a play, and Pierce just kind of never moves or really makes a play when he has a window to. So they get this kill on the guy like at P4, and at this point, like, they're set. And Pierce is still waiting for his teammate. He's getting shot at by number 5, still waiting. And then his teammates go down. At this point, like, it's tough. Formal wins a big gunfight here, actually, on Sam. And at this point, then Pierce is still the last one left, and they just hit him out and kill him.
Yeah, no. And then we go into to this actually, P4, and
that's the top green here.
Yeah, nah, but the fucking you're Bruce. You're actually fucking piecing. But this hill's a little mixy. And then going into the last P5, you guys did a really good job just kind of breaking in there. I think it was Scump who had top green. He was like holding top green for you guys. And then I think it was Matt and Bruce just like stormed through mid map and pick up a couple kills to the middle of the map. And at that point, I was like, this is over. This is fucking chalked. I forget what you guys do, but you guys keep this a little bit mixy, I think. It was getting a little scary, but luckily you guys had streaks and shit to work with, which you guys knew, obviously, that you had streaks to work with.
I think if we just fix our P3, then we can like start winning like Gary's like with like a way bigger lead and stuff like that.
Yeah. You think P3 is your worst hill?
I don't know if it's like, I mean, holding it's fine. It's just breaking it probably. We broke it right there because we had streaks.
Yeah, it is a hard hill to break.
You gotta absolutely roll star a few people to break that hill.
Yeah, 100%.
So like looking ahead a little bit, Bruce, like you guys obviously are gonna play Minnesota. Last time you guys scored up with them, they obviously were, I just made the change and you guys struggled a bit. Like, what is your mindset like going to that match tomorrow?
I mean, the first time we played them, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, they just caught us lacking. I mean, it's just short term, but I mean, now we know it's a loser's match. Like, we have to win. I mean, they're obviously nasty, so. We can't we gotta show up like, we gotta show up twisted, huh?
Yeah, you gotta get fucking twisted, bro. You gotta get fucking cracked. You gotta come out the fucking play. It's not gonna be easy.
Because they're obviously nasty. They're like finding rhythm and stuff, so.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a fucking good one. I'm excited to watch tomorrow's matches. This was fucking over. You guys run in, you get some kills. I mean, at this point, you guys build yourself a big enough lead. All you need to do is just keep it mixing and keep trading and just fucking win the game.
I think you guys don't win on this here, right? You win on the P1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they went on P1. They went on P1 and they started winning some ones and shit, and it was over.
We'll get the predictions in a second, guys. We'll just watch in this map and then we'll hop to it.
I mean, you can skip through it, man. I mean, they just
we'll skip through that.
Yeah, skip through. I mean, there's nothing else to watch. They hold P1, they get some trades and shit. Yeah. They get the final ticks. Bada bing, bada boom. Optic, they came out to play. And Seattle obviously looks really good as well. I want to give some props to Seattle because obviously the beginning of the year looks shaky, but I feel like they're just all playing way better, especially Pristini and Gunless. I mean, Gunless has been going nuts. So shout out to these guys, man, for a great series. Look at you guys. You guys are hyped as fuck. The energy in there, Bruce.
That's like
you know what I'm saying, Reggie? So just good plays, man.
Here. 1, 2, 3. Oh man.
We go again. I like that,
absolutely
Joe.
Twisted.
Joe, the boys look good, Joey. Joey Nubsy in the chat. Shout out Joey Nubsy. Let's get a woey.
Shout out Joey and shout out the Seattle team. They're a real fun team to watch now. I'm excited to see them continue to improve in stage 3.
Yep, 100%. Now we'll get into some predictions. We got some big matches tomorrow. Saint's still here. Is Nato still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Are you all right? How you doing over there?
I'm good. I was just typing a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Scump interview. You guys want to watch the Scump interview?
You're watching the interview? Or
they want to see. They want to see everything.
All right, let's go back to the interview. I gotta find it. Give me a second.
All right, let's see what King Scumpy had to say.
It was a good interview, if I remember correctly. Let's see. So it's a bracket.
Yeah, dude, he always does an interview. Here it is.
Let me go back a little bit.
All right, don't talk during the interview because they were all bitching saying we were talking during the listening and they couldn't hear this shit.
Chat can spam all the ones they want.
Damn, it's fucking loud.
Yeah, too much is gonna be loud. All right, we're good. We'll let this play out.
Welcome back to another Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. This time I have with me King Scumpy, one half of T2P, coming off of that win versus the Seattle Surge. So, Scump, first off, I do want to focus in on the S&D, not just in that series, but just in general. It's been kind of a hot button issue. At times we see you come out strong like we did here today, and other times we've seen you guys kind of fall a little flat. So, is there anything there that needs to be addressed as far as that kind of inconsistency goes?
I don't know. Our search, I feel like it is consistent. It's just sometimes, obviously, things go wrong in a match. Little things can happen. But for the most part, I feel like we've improved a lot on it, and I feel like there's still a lot of things that we are improving on. So, I mean, to come out and win the search today obviously was great. It was one that we needed, backs against the wall. So, I wouldn't really be too worried about search. I mean, it's just a work in progress all the time.
All right, well, as long as you're working on it, that's great. But unfortunately, your backs are still against the walls for a little bit longer because next up you are going to be facing Minnesota Rocker once again. Now, as we know, last time it didn't go so well for your team. What did you take away from that match, though? What did you learn that you can apply to tomorrow and hopefully achieve a different outcome?
I mean, we just got to come out and make sure that we're warmed up and hot. Yesterday, we were a little bit flat in our comms, so we just got to bring the intensity up a little bit. Today, we did a great job of that. Minnesota's a great team. We actually scrimmed them right before we played our match, so it's going to be a fun one. They had a really close match versus Dallas, and hopefully we can have a good game versus them as well.
I'm sure you will. Well, thank you so much for your time. And those watching at home, we have one more match, and this is another.
He's a class act.
But he's such a classy guy, you know?
He's a class act. What are you gonna do?
He's been around the block.
He's a good fucking guy, Bruce. He's a good fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say facts, Bruce. I heard you say facts. What are you saying facts to? Like the comms and shit? You guys coming out
we were
flat?
Like a little bit flat, yeah. It's not like we weren't like underestimating Toronto, but it was like you could tell like we wanted to win like today way more than we wanted to win yesterday. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Sometimes it be like that, Brucey. You know, sometimes you come out and you're like, you know, you feel like you're flat and you're like, what the fuck went on today? Tomorrow we got to come out with more energy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes it really do be like that. But we got some good matches tomorrow, Ben. Bring it up on the screen. Where the fuck is Ben? Where the fuck is this guy?
Ben's not there.
Where the fuck did this guy go?
What is he taking an emergency shit?
Wait, spam fucking lens. Bro, I just noticed.
Taking an emergency shit.
What the fuck is wrong with this fucking guy?
Yo, he's walking back.
Look at him. Where the fuck are you going? What are you doing, you fucking asshole?
I got an emergency phone call, bro. Chill.
Oh, okay, an emergency phone call.
Yeah.
All right. Who's that? Your girlfriend?
Nah, it's a coworker.
Chill.
It's a coworker.
The coworker.
Want to make sure they got home okay.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman. I'm a mensch, you know.
I guess it's a win. I guess it's a win. All right, we got some crazy matches tomorrow. We got down. Fuck. Where are you going? Wait, what is this?
Those were the last matches, and then just some I don't know.
Some banter.
Dude, imagine if this happens with Clint.
Don't forget that maybe said he would get Nate tattooed on his.
Gets a tattoo on his ass.
Dude, this would be absolute comedy, bro.
I picked him to win the first 2 series. That is 2 series going this way. I'm getting nervous. Wait, is he actually gonna get that tattooed on his ass? There's no shot.
I mean, if when he has to, bro. There's no way.
If anybody's gonna do that, I can see.
Who's like the tattoo like artist, whatever that's called, that would do that? Nah, like who would like?
Someone would do it for clout, bro.
No way.
So how is he gonna prove everybody? How's he gonna prove to everybody? Is he just gonna like?
Just take a picture of his ass.
Yeah, like
how many proof? Wait, how many
like,
proof?
is he gonna take a picture of his cheek and just put it on the fucking the timeline?
We need.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I mean, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. What are you gonna do? You know, he's gonna get
multiple pics, multiple angles. We gotta see if it's a real pic.
Yeah, bro. So we'll see what happens.
I need to know if it's a real tattoo. Now.
Honestly, might have to.
Honestly, we might need a fucking video because it could be photoshopped. So we're gonna need a video to come out because we don't know what's fake or what's real anymore in 2021. It's a fucked up world. It's a cruel world out there. But let's go into the fucking games.
I'm trying to find it. Give me a second.
It's okay, Ben. Take your time. You would have found it by now, but you know.
It was an interview with TJ. Sorry, sometimes videos are hard to figure out where the
double fucking cheeked up.
Man, you want to see Ender in the chat? Wow, that guy's zooted.
Yeah, Ender, how you doing, Ellie?
Dude, that video with Ender.
Yo, bring the stretcher out, bro.
Yeah. I gotta tip it, man. Whatever it takes.
You guys he's hitting different forms and shit. Guys, so here we go, Benny. You found it. You fucking found it. We got the Los Angeles Thieves going up against the Toronto Ultra. We got Chicago Optic, Optic Chicago going up against Minnesota Rocker. Then we got Atlanta FaZe going up against Dallas fucking Empire. We got ourselves a fucking match.
Wait, they play tomorrow? I thought they played on Sunday.
They flipped. So what they did is now winners finals is on Saturday.
Oh.
And then the losers semis, losers finals are on Sunday. So it's top 4 on Sunday instead of being on top 3.
Oh, I got it.
I probably kind of honestly like low-key sucks for whoever wins this match because like it's gonna be hard to get practice on Sunday, and then if someone like makes a mega run on Sunday, then they've got all this momentum. But I kind of see where the league is coming from because then you get some more games on Sunday that are meaningful. Those loser semis matches can be massive. So
yeah,
that's it.
Let's start off. We got Los Angeles Thieves versus Toronto Ultra. I got Thieves 3-2. I think it's gonna be a nail biter, but I think Thieves, with the way they're playing, I think they're gonna come out and clutch up.
Yeah, Toronto are also another team that kind of go rogue at times. This is going to be a weird one, and I kind of agree. I think Thieves will continue this magical run here and take it 3-2.
Magical. Who you got, Brucey?
Yeah, magical run.
I don't know, because both teams are like, I mean, obviously Thieves are just on a hot streak right now. They just won 3 series in a row, but Toronto can just show up literally on any day, and I feel like they can beat anyone if they're all on point.
I agree.
I mean, I literally witnessed it, so.
Yeah, Toronto's a good team, bro. They are a really good team. I know I'd be cooking their comms, but I think Toronto has a really good team.
Loki not giving any predictions for good juju. So.
Okay.
All right, no predictions coming out of Bruce. It's respectable. Respectable coming from a player. Nato, what do you want to get predictions? Go ahead.
I'm thinking Thieves.
All right.
Okay.
Map count.
3-1.
All right, phenomenal. Now we got Optic Chicago versus the Minnesota Rocker. Ben, you could kick it off. This one gets real tricky because, Bruce, they did get the better of you last time. They did.
I will say it's going to be a good series.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good one.
Last time, Jesus.
Yeah. It was a rough one for y'all, but I mean, I think the thing with these two teams is you guys are very like, I don't know, I think you guys are like head to head right now. This is going to be a really good match. This one's a hard one. I think it ultimately depends on what kind of Optic we get tomorrow and what kind of Minnesota we get.
Listen, Bruce, since you're in the call, please, for the love of God, do not play these guys on raid hard point. Because I know you guys are gonna ask you at the map, but please don't play them on that.
Don't listen to Ben. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
But I think that Optic will clutch up. I like where Optic's sort of progressing as a team, rebounding off that top week. I still like this Minnesota team, and it's gonna be tough. See them get bounced back to back, but I got Optic in the series, Tom, 3-2.
Love that about you, kid. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna go Optic as well. I feel like
wow.
I feel like one. You know why, Brucey? You know why? Because it's getting to that time. Those Saturdays and those Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Like those. Yeah. I feel like those are where you guys thrive. You know. So
yeah.
But at the same time, Minnesota did get the better of you guys. So it's gonna be a good one. I'll go 3-2 Optic.
It's gonna be a banger series. For
yeah,
sure.
I don't know how this can go either way, honestly. But what do you think, Nato? What are you thinking? Brucey doesn't want no bad juju, obviously, but he'll probably say himself.
I don't know, man. It's a tough call, man. You know.
Well, give me a fucking answer.
I don't fucking know.
You're being a fucking bitch.
Pick a prediction, Nato.
You're being a bitch.
I think it goes game 5.
Yeah, who you got?
I think it goes game 5 and.
Just say it, Nato. Just say it.
Just say it. Fucking say it, you dumb bitch. Say it.
Yo, Rocker had a tough loss today. You know what I mean? Like I think I can see Optic taking that game 5.
Oh, you're a fucking bitch. All right, then we're going over to Atlanta FaZe and Dallas Empire. This might shock many. The fuck is so funny?
I'm actually a fucking idiot. Yo, check. Calm down, bro. No bullshit.
Listen. This might be a shocker. I'm going 3-0 FaZe. I think FaZe is gonna mop the floor.
I'm gonna spot.
Wait, you're calling FaZe 3-0?
3-0
FaZe. It's gonna be closer
FaZe.
this time than it was last time.
I think it will be closer this time because I think Empire cleaned up their S&Ds a lot, so I think it'll be a closer series.
We'll see.
I got respect for the world champs. I think it's gonna be closer. I don't know if they're gonna win, but I think it's going to be at least game 4, game 5. It's not going to be a 3-0 smoke.
I hope it's a good series. I hope it's a good series. I think I'm just going with a 3-0 smoke because I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about the air, the energy in the room. I feel like they're about to get fucking horked. But I hope it's a good series. I really do.
My thought process, I think this will be a closer series. I still just don't like the respawn map set for Dallas against FaZe. Like, FaZe is so good at the maps that Dallas is also good at. And just the set of history I have on FaZe on those maps is just better. So I think I'm gonna spot Dallas to map. I'll say that FaZe take this 3-1.
Wait, Ben, you might know this. What's the advantage of winning winners finals and then like as opposed to coming in from losers finals, getting into grand finals? Is it
you get to I think you get because of how the vetoes work. You basically are the only team that gets to ban in certain situations. So you get to ban the one S&D map, and I think you get to ban the one where they play 3 hard points. And you get
it's not that big of an advantage.
Control map.
Like
you
it
get
is
to pick
though.
a control map that's
you
out,
think
and
so?
you get to pick the.
I don't think it's that big of an advantage.
No, it is because you get to remove. You could literally just say.
I feel like you're the only team vetoing in
Yeah.
the BO9, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Wow.
But there's no. I guess yeah. But there's no map advantage like there was in the past coming out of winners. You know what I'm saying? It's not as big of an advantage as it was personally. Hey, we got Holly in the chat. What's up, Holly? How you doing, Holly?
Let's get a Wally in the chat.
Yeah, and another reason why I'm going 3-0 FaZe is because Porter didn't join the show today. That fucking bitch.
Jesus.
Man, he told me, Brucey. He said, "What time? What time?" I told him what time. He never responded. You know what I'm saying?
We played the guy. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna fucking do?
He's all over
him not coming on the show, man. He might get leaked on tomorrow. You know, like.
Yeah. I mean, no. That's not. You come on the show, you get good juju. Not bad juju.
He didn't come on the show.
Yeah,
bro. He didn't come on the show though.
That's what I'm saying. He's fucked. I mean, but we'll get Porter. We'll get Porter on at the end. But regardless, I said 3-0 FaZe, but this can Dallas can definitely win this. Like this is gonna be a battle. Like this is gonna be a battle.
I think it's gonna be a great. I think it's gonna be a good match.
And
I think it's gonna be a good series too.
And I think Shotzi's hitting fucking form again. I think this guy's hitting MVP levels again. So I'm excited to watch this one.
They're feeling nice. Like Andrew's got the snapback, Krim's got the gel top. Like Shotzi's fine.
Gel top, bro. I'm dying.
Shotzi's fine. Like these guys, they're gonna come out hot, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good one.
They're
and
gonna
then
come out swinging, man. What are you gonna do?
they're gonna come out fucking swinging, bros. You know what are you gonna do? Let's get some fucking questions on. Get some questions in the chat, and we'll end it there. We'll pick 2 or 3 questions. Obviously, we got Saints and Dashy in here, so if you guys want to ask them specific questions, but you know, don't ask too crazy shit. You know, keep it.
Yeah, shit.
You know, don't ask too much.
Someone in the chat.
Don't get it too much in the business.
Bruce,
Yeah.
I know you may not have played it yet, but what's your thought on the new meta that you guys are going to play on after this event?
Yeah, I haven't even like touched other patches because from what I heard, it's literally 2 different games, especially with like the Krieg and like the 74U. So I haven't even touched it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more like AR, like heavy, isn't it? At least what I'm thinking, because
that's what the AMs have been saying. That it's like 3 Kriegs sometimes on some maps. So curious to see how it'll play out.
Yeah, because it's still like the main sub is still a 74U from what I heard. So if it's still a 74U and it got nerfed, then like if anything, the ARs got better. I heard the Krieg got buffed too.
No, what the challenger scene did is we un-GA'd Muzzle because Muzzle's needed on the 74U now, and it's not like the Krieg is
pretty
really
hard to
good.
beam, is it though, right?
No, yeah, like it's definitely you can notice like a difference, but it's still pretty good. But I think the Krieg, it doesn't have like the visual recoil anymore, and I think on 60 it's gonna be even better. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, the 74U did need a nerf. That gun was absurd. I cannot believe sub players.
Cowards.
I cannot
bro,
believe.
the Krieg on like,
now that I'm on the
you gotta
flank,
see
now I
what the
gotta
Krieg
say
is doing on 60, bro. Like you gotta see what the Krieg.
The
74U is absurd. You get a strafe, speed grip, you zap across the map.
That gun, hold on, we're not gonna act. Time out. We're not gonna act like the XM4 was an absolute beamer.
It was godlike. That gun was godlike. You're right, but
everybody's just beaming. No matter what gun you have, you're just squaring up with anyone across the map.
This guy Facento came in and asked who the worst player in the league is. Model.
To be fair, Bruce, like you did have that one play where TJ squared up with I think Krim like top red when he was like broken playing on Checkmate S&D. That was the most wild thing I saw during that meta.
Yeah, let's move on to the next fucking question, huh?
Yeah.
I got a good one. This one I want to drop this one because I saw Hector tweeting about this, so I want to see what you guys think. Do you guys wipe your ass standing or sitting down?
It's sitting down, man.
Sitting down. Who the fuck stands up and wipes their ass?
Yeah, who the fuck
I feel like Ben. I feel like Ben right there.
Who the fuck stands up and lets the shit fall in their
about
ass?
that for a second. I'd stand up.
Who the fuck stands up and lets the shit fall in their ass? Like on
That's
their
what I'm
shorts, their
saying.
boxers. Like, you know what I'm saying,
and
Tom?
then some people are like half stand. A half stand, like a squat, is sitting. You sit down, you take your shit, and then you squat up and you wipe. You're sitting down.
Listen, if you stand up and wipe, you're an abomination. You are a fucking abomination, son.
I'm so confused. Wait. Hold up. What do you guys mean by sitting down? You guys mean like actually just like sitting down and like putting like putting like.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know,
stand, like,
bro. I get up a little bit, like a little tiny bit. You know, you have to. How you gonna get your hand under there?
Yeah. What do you? Yeah.
You know, like I'm more of like a baby. So I got a tip.
We gotta change the topic.
You kind of squat up a little bit.
Squatting positions.
Wait, Ben. What's the position looking like?
No, Tommy's gonna vibe with this story because
I don't want this bitch
What?
in my head. I don't want.
No. Let me tell the story. So like, I'm actually more of like a
Ben's into this.
like disposable wipes guy now because Tommy. I don't know if you
That's
remember
gross.
this.
I
But we
mean,
used to
that's
go to
good, but
events and like we go to events with Dylan attached, and the first thing he would buy at events was like baby wipes. And I was like, Dylan, what are you doing? And he's like, listen, bro, it's a game changer. And I got to be honest and tip him like
baby
he's
wipes are
absolutely
good.
correct.
Yeah, baby wipes are good for your ass.
They're a must.
Baby wipes are good for your ass, but I gotta call out Dylan Envoy in the chat right now because this guy said he dunks his toilet paper in water before he wipes his ass.
Dude, what?
Let's be honest. That guy,
we might need to end the show. We might need to cut the fucking stream. We might need to end it there.
That's deserving of a that's a 30-second violation right there.
I don't know about that one.
That'd be 30. I don't know.
I don't know.
30 bots. Bro,
that's absurd. Come on, bro.
That's my guy. That's my heart carrier, so I can't.
That's a fucking hot take. That's a hot take. We got a fucking dollar donation. Has the COD community become more anti-Optic since full online shift? Also love the show and you guys.
Wake up.
What do you mean?
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Has the COD community become more anti-Optic since the full online shit? I don't know what that means, hoes.
Hey, wake up.
I don't know what that means. I think it's the same shit. Both land and why does Sib keep fucking poking me?
He wants to get moved in. Move Sib in.
Where the fuck is he? Let me
He's
get
at
him.
the top.
All right.
Sorry, Gorilla.
Hey Dante, how you doing? Is your attitude still shit or what?
Bro, what? Yo, I just came here to say I stand up when I wipe, bruh. And if you don't stand up,
what?
Fucking weird. No, listen. If you put your hand under your gooch and wipe, Like,
What do you mean? Oh no, I don't do that though. I don't do that.
So you get up a little bit wide from the back. That shit kind of hurts.
Listen, you gotta squat a little bit. You know what I mean? Like.
Wait, Dante, I don't stick my hand through my fucking legs and wipe like that. Like, I don't do that.
That's what y'all fools are doing, bro. Like, who does that shit,
I sit down and then I lean over and I wipe my fucking ass.
Who the fuck answered this question?
I've just been picturing Ben fucking wiping the whole.
Listen, bro. Hector tweeted about it, and we'll end it there. We'll end it there with some fucking shit wiping.
It was a good show, Tom.
It was a phenomenal ending. The only reason why, the only reason why I picked that question is because Hector tweeted about it, and it was causing a lot of controversy on Twitter, bro.
It caused a lot of controversy on this show, so it was a good question.
Yeah, bro.
The standards are coming out. Look, Sib made a statement. He wanted to join this bad.
Listen, Sib's a fucking goat.
I heard that.
I gotta tip that. I gotta tip it.
I had to, man.
Yeah, bro.
Stand up for what you believe, yo. Let's go.
Yo, Dante, we chill.
You're so tired.
Dante, I thought I was gonna see you today. You told me you were coming through today. What the fuck happened? You lied to me?
No, I did not lie to you.
All right, tell me. I want to know.
This is what happened.
All right.
I missed my haircut appointment.
And
then scrimmaging, like New York was torching.
shit.
What are you doing, brother?
Y'all were torching the scrim.
No fucking way.
No. That's on my boys. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm sitting there like ready to scrim.
Someone's capping, man. Someone said Nato's not.
I'll show screenshots of the group chat. Like they were BSing, bro. Like they were telling me, bro. They were saying it was chalked, and then I was like, "Is it chalked or not?" They were like, "No, it's not chalked. We're playing." I'm like, "All right, bro." They're like, "Host up." I'm like, "Who's hosting?"
Pelo's in the chat. He's saying what in all caps? Nato is muted in different team speak. Wait, Nato, he's putting you on fucking blast.
Listen, I didn't receive one post or put in the group chat. I got real quick. I got the receipts, bro.
Yo, real quick before I dip, I gotta give a quick shout to Byron. Pro Loot, that guy is so underrated in the challenger scene. No bullshit.
That's good guys coming from Big Brucey.
Yeah, he doesn't really like, you know what I'm saying, like get the gas. The guy's baiting, but wow, that guy's doing plays.
The guy's nice.
To the guy when he's
Byron's a beast. He's got the best bows routes I've ever seen, bro. He's actually a beast.
It's only Byron, like
actually a fucking beast.
You out of here, Brucey?
Yeah, my boy.
Wait, Brucey, before you go, thank you for coming on, bro. You're the fucking man for that.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you. Tell everybody I said what's good and good luck tomorrow.
Later.
Appreciate it,
brother.
Yo, boys, I love you all.
Good luck.
Later,
boys. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
What up, Dante? How you doing, kid?
Doing alright.
For those of you who don't know Dante, his name is Sib, aka Sibilance. Is it Sib? Sibilance? What you shorten it now? Just Sib? You going by Sib these days?
I've always went by Sib.
All right, Sib.
Even when I was named Sib, I'm like on console.
Oh, we got an emergency.
When I went to LAN, I still named myself Sib.
We got an emergency. We got a fucking emergency.
I saw a subtweet on the timeline.
I saw that one coming already, so.
We got an emergency coming out of Fire 40. See, this is not nice. I don't want to look at this.
Well, look, bro, like, and this is no disrespect to Fire, but there's 12 teams in the league. The margin for error is very, very low. We talked about this yesterday with the argument I got in with Zinni. And I feel bad for him if he ended up getting dropped. I think he'll be back. I think he'll get back in the league. It wasn't a right fit. They had a couple of too many errors in the team. And I think ultimately they need to find someone who can run with Nick and be that sub duo. And he just ended up being the odd man out. But, you know, if he keeps his head up and he uses this experience to get better, go back to the challenger scene and work on his game, he'll be back in there, man.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I obviously you have Haggy coming on saying good things about him. We've obviously seen some good signs of life out of the kid. He's clearly talented. I think I just think he wasn't ready. Maybe it was just a confidence thing, certain thing. But I think he could definitely be back, especially with expansion teams maybe coming in, or if anybody else wants to give him a shot. He definitely has some talent there. So you just got to keep doing your thing, man, and keep grinding. Now all he did was tweet a fucking GIF. We don't even know what the heck's going on. But obviously, you know, when players have a lot of stuff going around, maybe he's just upset with some of the stuff he's been reading, because you guys have been some of the guys on you know, social media have been really tearing the guy up. Honestly, they kick the guy while he's down. Which is why it sucks, bro. It sucks to see. You never want to see somebody go through that. But he'll bounce back, and he's a good dude. So shout out to Fire 40, man. Keep fucking pushing, kid.
Predictions on what?
They want to hear your predictions for the match tomorrow. Here, I'll pull them up for you, and we'll end tomorrow. Sib coming in. I personally think Sib is the best player in challenges right now. Well, not even close.
That's some gas right there.
Not even fucking close. Not because you're in the call. Even when you're not in the call, I say it time and time again. This guy's gross, bro. Guy's literally the best player in challenges, and it's not even fucking close, man. But yo, Sib, let's get your predictions, man.
Wait. Tell me yours first.
I went Thieves, Optic,
Wait, are we doing map
FaZe.
count too? Are we doing? Oh, we're not doing map count. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we did map count. You can do it.
I'm thinking Thieves 3-1, Optic 3-2, and FaZe 3-2 as well.
Okay, so you got pretty much the same shit. Everybody's saying Zinni tweet.
I feel like the last series, couple series they're really close. They're really gonna be really good matches.
What the fuck are these guys talking about? Zinni tweet? He didn't fucking tweet nothing.
Zinni didn't tweet anything good.
Guys, I didn't say just because I think Sib's the best doesn't mean there's not other good players and challengers. You know what I'm saying? Censor is back. Censor emergency.
Too literal.
Y'all are trolling me. Y'all are fucking. See, this is what happens when I do this fucking show. You guys troll me.
I think it is when we gotta end the show, bro.
No, they didn't fucking tweet nothing. You fucking ass. I actually went and checked. You motherfucks. What are you gonna do?
I think we should end it there, Tom.
Yeah, let's end it there. Wait, Zinni wants to be dragged.
User was
How you doing, Zin?
Here we go.
I'm hearing you guys are talking about if you wipe sitting or standing.
Yes. Oh God, here we go
Now
again.
back to this conversation.
Listen, Zin, we already had a conversation.
I want to know everybody's answer before I make my announcement.
I stand, brother. 100%.
No, you got to make your claim first. That's
no.
how
I want to hear. Okay.
It's the most effective way.
Okay.
Sim
stands.
baby
Okay.
Wipes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
the most
Dante stands.
way.
Who else?
I sit down and I lean over and go behind my arse.
To the left.
Okay.
To the left. That's a.
So I guess that's a sit. I don't know.
Mine's like it's not really like a stand or a sit. It's like more like I get like
squat?
a crouch. Yeah, it's more like a squat.
What? What are you, a catcher?
Bro, I just
I squat a little bit with some dude wipes, mint flavored.
Wait, what do you?
Mint flavor, very specific.
Wait, Nado, what do you do?
I like a half squat.
I'm a fucking stander.
I'm a stander. It's so
you got
easy when
shit
you
dripping
stand.
down your leg or what?
No, bro.
No, what?
Listen, so listen here. Let me give you guys the ins and the outs. If it's like diarrhea, it's like a crazy wet one. Then you gotta do like a little squat, right? You can't you can't risk doing the full stand up until you fucking dry the area.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
And then once you
This guy's fucking.
And then once you get it figured out, like if it's a nice fucking hard one, I mean, listen, I fucking stand right up.
So
like
you're telling me, Zin, that you're changing wipes based on your shits themselves?
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I do leg on the wall dog style.
This shit is getting confusing. This
Sometimes
is more complex than we thought.
Wipe.
Sometimes I'm leg on the wall, one leg in the air, one leg.
Hold on.
And I'm fucking.
Did you just say?
Someone sent video proof.
Did you just say sometimes you don't need the wipe?
No, you don't. But
you gotta check. You gotta fucking check.
No, listen.
You always gotta wipe, bro.
No. Listen. If you take a shit and you wipe and there's still some left, that means you're gonna shit again soon. But if you wipe and there's really nothing there, that's a clean shit. You're not shitting for a good minute.
That's
bro.
not true. That's not true.
What are you, the shit expert?
Bro,
Yes,
sometimes there's just leftover shit that you gotta take care of.
Bruh.
That's a fact.
I'm telling you, if it's a clean, nice
so
shit,
you're telling me. So you're telling me.
No. Yes. If I have a nice shit and I wipe and there's nothing there, I know I'm not gonna shit for a while.
I just received a message. Zoomaa said 2 minutes ago you weren't the best player in challengers.
I said Sib is the best player in challengers. That's what I said.
Interesting. Okay.
I do. I think he's the most talented player in challenges right now. I do.
Okay, Dante's my teammate, so I mean, listen, that's fine by me. But yeah, let's get it, Dante.
I mean, bro. I've said it for months. I think Dante's the most talented player in challenges.
Remember you talk about running it up with.
Wait, so you said he's the most talented, not the best.
I think the most talent. If a team wants to make a roster change and they want to pick up talent, Sib is the way to go.
Okay, so strictly talent. But if you want to mix talent and smarts and communication,
Dante has a lot to fucking work on.
And 1v4 ability, you'd pick up methods, correct?
Depends.
Correct.
I gotta look at the team. I gotta look at the dynamic.
Correct.
All right, I'm ending this
Zinni,
show
what do
now.
you want to fucking compliment? Zinni, you're a beast, kid. I call you a beast every day, every fucking day.
Tommy.
I know, and you guys are a fucking incredible.
tomorrow.
You guys are an incredible team. I think
Do
you guys
I
are
look?
the.
Do I look at a toilet paper after I wipe? I mean,
all right, let's end the fuck. All right.
We're out of here, bro.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It's also available on Spotify. So if you're watching on Spotify, make sure to follow.
Other platforms soon. TBD.
Other platforms going on. You know the fucking vibes. Thank you guys for watching another episode of The Flank. I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to everybody who came on. Shout out to Dashy, Saints, Methods, Sib. Who else was in here? Tyler, Felony.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Have a good day.
Peace. Have a good day.